has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that
you need cool air.
Yeah. So I bought one. I got lucky because the entire family was gone. There was nobody to redeem it and stuff like that. Because they give you 2 years. They give you 2 years to redeem this. And
Bobby Friends said Grandma got run over by her taxes. Chris Sable's pulled up the driveway now.
So I bought it. So I bought it and I got lucky and nobody redeemed it after a couple years. So I made a little bit of money. Yeah.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Alabama, he's quick, he's strong, he's active. You can take Alabama Man to the bowling alley where he drinks heavily and chews tobacco.
Wow, he can bowl.
He can bowl, he can drink, he can drink some bowl. Alabama. When wife asks him where he's been, just use the action button and Alabama Man busts her lip open.
Shut up, bitch! Wow. I want to be just like Alabama Man.
Alabama Man comes with everything you see here, wife, so tipperly.
I thought I told you to shut up.
Alabama Man!
Are these your drugs?
Look, Dad, it's not
Where
right.
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? Learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
Let's talk about your cable ace award.
Let's talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage, where it comes from, what it does. Why is it doing what it's doing? Get it out of my face. What about buttered sausage?
That's not your jam. It's not your thing. You don't like it?
It's not my jam. I don't buy jam. I buy honey, and I kiss it on the lips.
The salt shaker test is a psychological test where you can trick your brain into tasting salt. So here's a salt shaker. Take it. And then if you tip the salt into your mouth, you can taste it. Yeah, but really vigorously shake the salt.
Gotcha, bitch.
Can you taste it? Can you taste the salt? Oh! What? Can you taste it?
No, not yet.
More vigorous. Oh my God.
Gay.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you taste it?
Yeah.
Can you taste it?
Yeah, taste it.
Can you taste the salt?
I want to say the shelf on the top is like 2 to 3 feet wide. So it's at least that wide, plus a little longer. And it's almost as big as the closet I have now.
Okay.
Fucking chat is hilarious, man. Bobby France said that Lenny's data plan charges by the pixel.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to Bobby Fran, Lenny. Don't listen. I thought the video was good. I thought the video was good. Look, I
Can we show the video just so I don't know?
Yeah, what camera was that?
The video in the same room.
Does that camera show the DuPont network?
But the quality of the video is what we're questioning here because it is 2022.
Look at that.
Wait, what is that thing? Stop. What was that thing?
Nobody knows. Look at that. Can you
Go back a little bit. Not that thing.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
We're doing it.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
And you are here, folks. Welcome to Friday and welcome to The Vibe. How's everybody doing today? I am psyched up and ready to go for a Friday, folks. And as you know, it's a kind of a different kind of Friday. Let's frame it like we always do. It is Friday the 13th, that famously known Friday. It's supposed to be superstitious or bad luck, whatever it is. Whatever it is to you, I hope that you're ready to have 3 hours of fun. How's everybody doing today on this Friday the 13th?
We are making the weekends longer than the week.
Yes, we are right
and
now.
And we'll do it again because...
You know why. It's
Friday!
Hell to the yeah, it's Friday, June 13th. And I don't know how many of you are superstitious about Friday the 13th, but welcome to BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 324. Let's get into it for the next 3 hours. I'm sure you guys will be checking in on the chat family. Check in when we do that coming up. I got our bros backstage we're going to be bringing in a minute. And we're going to finish off this Friday, actually finish off the Friday, but really starting off the weekend. We're getting the early start on the weekend. We're getting to jump before all the other people, folks. So let's do it and get into it. This is the midday hangout. This is the Vibe. Let me take that lift off reel from backstage. You know what we're going to do. We're going to do positive vibes for 3 hours. We're going to do the not so serious news. We'll have to do the horoscopes because on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we always have to see what the stars have in mind for us with the Soulful Horoscope Readings or Rock You Like a Horoscope. I have a whole sheet full of stuff. I doubt that we'll get to it all, but let's see how much we get to. Come on, let's do it, folks. Hey, and we were so rudely interrupted yesterday. I'll have to talk about that with my boys. We had, StreamYard had major technical difficulties, and the show kind of ended abruptly yesterday. So we'll kind of talk that. We'll talk about that. We'll frame that, and then we're going to start off a whole new day of fun. So let me bring in this guy. He's co-streaming this show right now on his channel, Andrew the Giant 96. He is known by many as the Human Sports Sticker. He is Andrew the Giant.
I am right off the bat. We have a time frame. I'm going to be a special guest Sunday night with Shirley, so you might want to catch that.
Andrew shot out of a cannon with no context. Andrew is just so excited just to get to the meat that's on the bone. He don't even care what he's sending you. All right, so I always kind of slow Andrew down, and sometimes I need to be slowed down too. But Andrew's real excited. So first of all, bro, that's before, but you're trying to do like the whole show and give out the whole thing like right in the beginning, and then we're going to bring our bro in and we'll talk about all of this. How about we do it that way? He's hanging out backstage. He's my friend. He's yours. A lot of you know him as the prop master. That's because he is Scott Fitzpatrick. Come on in, Scott.
Tick out.
You was that a Is that a hit cough or just a cough?
Yeah, it's a cigarette cough, but I'm in the middle of the other two.
All right. Well, let's go.
Wait for me, Andrew, before you deliver the big news.
I know. You put him on camera and he's like, "Hey, I just won $1 million." You know, it's like it's no setup, no context, no anything. So let's now talk about it. We got Scott here. We got Andrew joining us, the superstar, and he's going to tell you why he's a bigger superstar. And I'm going to help him build this into a little bit of a story, Andrew. Okay. So obviously, for those of you who know, maybe some of you don't know, that Andrew became famous through the Shyt Network. And that's how we all came to know Andrew as Shyt's sports guy. And Andrew was very excited to jump in our group chat last night and tell us some news, Andrew. And see, this is how we do it. We kind of do a little gradually, buddy. So tell us, all of a sudden, Shyt reached out to you, or how did this happen, buddy?
I reached out to him.
Okay, that makes sense.
I was bored, and I was going to say, I just on a whim said, "Hey, what you doing? I miss being on the show.
Nice.
Can we work something out?"
Yeah.
And
when did he get back to you after that? How long did he get back to you? Right away? Or was it a couple days? Not that it matters, but I'm just curious for the conversation.
Right away.
He got back to you right away and he said he'll do something with you? All right, well, that's cool. All right, so when's that going to happen, Andrew? Now, you tried to tell us at the beginning of the show, and you kind of ran over the beginning. So tell us, everybody, when they can see you on the Shyt Network or hear you.
Sunday night between 7 and 8, folks.
Sunday. This coming Sunday night between 7 and 8, you might catch Andrew the Giant, or it sounds like you will catch Andrew the Giant back at his original home, the Shuli Network. Now, Andrew, a lot has changed since the last couple times you've been on the Shuli Network, in that you have your channel, Andrew the Giant 96, which you are co-streaming this show on right now. And I dare to say, haven't we figured out that he already has like more subscribers than a lot of these guys in the Dabbleverse there, Scott?
I have more. Yeah, I have more subscribers than Shuli.
Exactly. So we gotta, don't. And Andrew was like hesitant to like reach out. I'm like, come on, man, you're a big boy. You can reach out. And then Shuli is a bro. He would talk to you. So that is awesome. So we'll have to look forward to that on Sunday night. So here we're just starting on Friday. Andrew's already telling you about something you got to look forward to on Sunday. So I guarantee you we're going to have fun throughout the whole weekend, because we got replayables and no filter tomorrow. So it's going to be a good, fun weekend. But Scott, what do you think about this Friday the 13th thing that we're on today, buddy? You ever had any thoughts about this date?
I've never really gave much thought into Friday the 13th. They're all bad luck to me. I mean,
that's the way you look at it. And I'm so tend to be driven with life and just kind of being focused on just doing what I'm doing like this, or being happy or whatever, that I don't really kind of let that kind of stuff in. But I'm aware of it because it's all around you as you're growing up. And this whole thing about, people there's some buildings that doesn't have a 13th floor. It skips from 12 to 14 because they feel that superstitious of a number. They wouldn't put it in their elevators or in their building.
Yep.
That's kind of crazy. We might get into that if we go over and do the National Day Hey with the National Day calendar check. But I know for sure we're going to jump in and do the chat family check-in, and we're going to hang out for 3 hours and have some fun. We're going to wait for Bobby Nick to wake up. All right, now since we're starting off the show, since we're spouting out all things Andrew, what is you have another health story, Andrew, and I don't know how much it is, these pictures I'm seeing that you want to share. What did you do to your toe, Andrew? How does somebody that don't really get up on their feet, what did you do?
No. I was in transport yesterday, and the driver did a quick stop, and my foot got stuck in between the tie-down and my foot plate.
Holy shit. So you were like, it was kind of like that, and you kind of slid forward, and you weren't secured properly? Oh man, you gotta always keep your hands and your toes inside the train car, I guess, whenever you're going out there, Andrew, in your wheelchair. So should I show these pictures, buddy? You jacked up your toe pretty good. Did you have to go to the hospital for this, or what happened?
No, I didn't even notice how bad it was till I took my sock off.
Let's see. Whoa, damn. All right, well, I will give you a graphic warning, folks. I don't know if I should show this, Scott. I don't think there's actual blood involved. I'll show the one with the less blood first, but not being gross here, but Andrew likes to let everybody know what's going on in his life. So Andrew started out telling us, he was trying to tell us he did the Shuli thing, and he kind of injured his toe right there. So how you doing, Andrew?
Better now.
Better now? Yeah. And so I'm sorry, I might have talked over your answer. Did you ever have to go to the hospital, just get it cleaned up or whatever? Or?
No.
Okay.
I cleaned it up in the shower.
Nice.
It's mostly the nail.
Is that I'm not even looking at the video. What is that video in our chat? What the hell is that? Like a bathtub video of Andrew. What is that?
Oh, I've not seen that one yet.
What is that, Andrew? Or is that a bathtub video? What is that?
That's a good one.
What's it? Do you want to describe?
Let me.
Oh, it was one of your what is your favorite kind of things to eat thing.
Oh yeah.
It was one of his short things. He put it in the Vibe chat. All right, guys. Well, let's do this. We got 18 people jumping in already, and I know they're ready to have a Friday. So let's see what everybody thinks about Friday the 13th. Did you take the day off because you're superstitious? Do you not care about Friday the 13th? Are you just happy to be on this side of the dirt? Tell me in the opening chat family check-in as I put my glasses on. I go over to my elements and I start running the opening chat family check-in to get this weekend started off early with our party. This is the opening chat family check-in. This is the Vibe Show Stream Show 324. Let's go.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's what the Vibe's all about. You talk amongst yourselves. You talk with me, Andrew Scott. And 3 hours of positive vibes are created right here. So let's start off at the top. Oh, I should do it the proper way because it is Friday and on. Oh, I should do it right anyway. So get them, post them up. Got them in, folks? Let me know what you're up to. You having a ham sandwich? Andrew's whipping the horse already, Scott. He's whipping a horse. Whip that horse, Andrew. Get your chats in for the opening. Chat family check-in. Whipping that horse. Andrew. Let's see. Pecan checks in and says, Goonie goo goo, you begonias. He throws out the pecan, the unga bunga, and what do you gano? Gano. Let's go, my bro. Pecan. And Pecan, thank you for your pattern of always following up your first chat with a second generous one, the $2 super chat. Oh shit, we're doing it. It's Friday and we're having it. Come on, let's go.
We are making the weekends longer than the weeks, and we'll do it again because it's Friday.
Thank you, Pecan, for your $2 super chat as we continue on. He's utilizing all of the member emojis right there, having fun with those. Pecan from Just a Guess. Hey, you fat pig. I say good day to you as well, sir. The fat pig checks in and says hello to Pecan with a tikal. Pecan shouts out Just a Guess. Pecan shouts out to a fat pig with a tikal right on back. Hey, Pecan. Hey, Pecan from Just a Guess. What do you think about how we got kicked off the show yesterday, Scott? We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, I was, and then I heard, I guess it was, I was wondering why, because some people said it might be a solar flare or something. I was kind of,
bro, but right, everybody started having a problem. So yesterday, like 20 minutes before the show ended, you guys got kicked off, couldn't get back in, and then once I left, I couldn't get back in. Go ahead, Andrew.
yeah. Was you not able to shut the show down either?
Nope.
Yeah, right.
Solar flares really do fuck with things.
I heard speculation of solar flares, and I also heard maybe one of the major cloud services was affected or something. I heard various rumors when I was live yesterday. But Just a Guess says, hey to Pecan. Just a Guess throws out the Tammy and Scott emoji. Tammy and Scott emojis. Wipe that off your lips. Good afternoon, FJM says. FJM, my friend, thank you. Thank you for checking in on my shorts and reels and things that I have going on BF Live The Vibe on YouTube and leaving some great positive comments. FJM, thank you, my friend. He says, good afternoon, gents. FJM gets the love from Pecan. FJM is on Andrew the Giant 96 as well, saying good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Good afternoon, man.
Have you seen the video clips of the guy in the wheelchair out on the road doing about 60 to 65 miles per hour, Andrew?
No.
I've not seen that. We did some clips about the X Games guys where one guy does like the he does the BMX on his wheelchair, and we thought about maybe getting Andrew into that maybe. FJM says, don't forget to go to Andrew's page and hit the like button. Also, that's right, folks, because we think you like us enough by now, but let all these services, wherever you're enjoying the show, by hitting those like buttons. We appreciate that. Pecan gets the shout out love from FJM. What's up, Andrew emoji and Big Pimp from Pecan.
What's up, Pecan?
Just uses all the Slurpee emojis because he knows that BF Live is different and refreshing. Positive vibes. Hey, you hoser, RBLQ Plus. How you doing there? You hoser, eh? How you doing there, my Canadian friend? RBLQ gets a tikal from Pecan. Pecan tikal or tikal from RBLQ. Spurg Snake checks in. Salutes. Salutes to my friend Spurg Snake checking in. Pecan gets the what up from Spurg Snake. Pecan spouts out Spurg Snake with the Hoya. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd, who is present today. She said that she had stuff that she was attending to yesterday, so I guess that's an acceptable excuse. There, Space Nerd. But how you doing today? Space Nerd says good morning to me. Good morning back to you. MERD or NERD, Jeepers from our friend Spurg Snake. Hoya Spurg, my typing has been atrocious lately. Mine always is. Space Nerd says, I'm super fast, which is the problem. I like to type others people that are fake typing. Yeah. Friday the 13th are good luck. You think so, Space Nerd? Some people just take it that way, Scott, and they say, fuck it, I'm just gonna go against all that shit, and I'm gonna make my best luck, make this my best day, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I've kind of always embraced the 13 too, or like go against the grain because of metal music. They want you. You're always.
There you go. All right. The phone or the keyboard? Let's see. We got Pecan checking in with the nerd call. FJM says, my sister was born on Friday the 13th. Oh, shit. Does she evil? Does she have any like traits, FJM, that it's kind of you have played with her about? Pecan gets the shout out love from Space Nerd. Hoya, FJM from the Space Nerd. Scott, you're getting the shout out love from our bro, FJM.
FJM, brother.
The calcified kid. We hope those arteries stay nice and clear and open. Sorts head? No, it was sports head. You know what's up. There you go. Sports heads. I'm terrible this morning. There you go. Says Spurg Snake checking in. That's right. He remembers kind of when we did sports heads on the Shulia network there, Andrew. Right?
Yep.
So we've had a whole great history based on Shuli. He's helped us a lot. I've done many shows on his network. Andrew started over there, you kind of doing the sports thing. That's how we got to know Andrew. We hooked up with him and did shows. We created Sports Heads. Shuli liked it so much, he played it on, we were over there for like 6 months or more, probably on the Shuli network, right?
Because of copyright reasons, I was kicked off, I think.
Yeah, we were always using like videos and articles that were like, you can't have that on there, you can't have that on there, and stuff like that. Spurgsnake gets the love from Space Nerd. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bots. FJM is throwing up the thumbs up. Scott, you're getting the Hoya from our boy Pecan.
What's up, Pecan?
I dare you to try to keep up with all the cool matches that Pecan is making on Pecan 420 right here on YouTube.
Yeah,
yes, Andrew.
Yeah, BF. Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Honestly, I think it would have come this odd if it wasn't such a problem with the copyright stuff.
Okay, you're still talking about the Shuli thing. Yeah, maybe so. Go. Oh, we got Scott. What do you have a follow-up there?
Pecan said he could have a match ready again for me and Bybee this Tuesday, I think it was. And but I'm not real familiar with the types of matches like that. Ambulance matches are new to me. So he's wanting me to pick a match. Could you recommend me a match to pick with Bybee, BF? Or Andrew?
I
heard the coffin match seems like to be the
coffin is a classic. I mean, it's
I don't know. I don't know all the choices. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm about to ponder this as the show goes on.
Okay.
Hoya, Andrew from Johnny A checking in.
Yeah.
Space Nerd, Hoya to Johnny A. Johnny A says, hey to Space Nerd. Johnny A, Hoya from Pecan. No, says Space Nerd, just out of there. Hoya, Pecan, great matches. From Johnny A. Johnny A, thanks. I'll have 2 matches tonight on Pecan 420 right here on YouTube. If you go to Pecan 420, and if you're not, set your reminders is what I'm telling you. Fill in that notification bell, and I'll let you know when those things are about to premiere. Cool, says Johnny A about the matches. What do you gonna know, says Space Nerd. I gonna know. It's good to see you today. Keep getting it through this chat family check-in. FJM says, I definitely enjoy walking on the dirt instead of being part of the dirt. Fuck yeah, man. That's it, bro. If you standing on top of it and it's not on top of you, it's a good day, my friend FJM. We got Electric Gino. Just simply checking in. Trying to bring reality into the show, saying, Iranians, how you doing there, Electric Gino? Electric Gino Hoyer from Pecan, as the Nightbot runs all our friends' bots. Terry Nee says, I loves BF shorts. Wait a minute. You, Terry Nee, you wouldn't believe the computer work I was doing last night and how many gigabytes of great content I got from Terry Nee, bro. You're way up in the gigabyte count. Thank you for your Terry Nee. And I got some stuff we'll do with Andrew and Bricked Up today. Howdy, Pecan from Electric Head Gino. What you like? What's in his shorts, Terry Nee? Scott, he was being extra fresh on replayables last night. Terry Nee was, man.
No, was he?
Yeah, just making every sexual joke he could. The lovely Sweet Scorpio checks in and says, good morning.
Good morning, my love.
I should have known to wait. I should have known to wait for sexy talk, Andrew, before I dared to say good morning to Sweet Scorpio. Andrew, what are you eating there, buddy?
Chips.
I should have known any female mention he's going to be all over it. How you doing, Sweet Scorpio? Terry Nee gets the love from Pecan. Johnny A says, I saw a wheelchair run an 8th mile. A dude pulled 70 miles per hour. We'll have to bring some of those. We've done Sweet Scorpio Hoya from Pecan. The Reverend Wild Bill says, Hoya. Hoya, Wild Bill.
Get a Hoya.
We're going to finish up this not the opening chat family check-in, and then I'm going to do the not so serious news. Might have been AI, that wheelchair, sure, but it sure looked real to me. The Reverend Wild Bill gets a Hoya from Pecan. Happy Friday the 13th. NLM means no lies. No lies. What are we doing? Matt checks in and says, "Bones up" to myself and the Midday Freaks. What's up, Matt?
Guess where we were at 1:30 in the morning?
I'm going to say with Matt on Matt's show.
No, Perry.
Oh, watching Perry?
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw you message me last night, messaging me like at 1 a.m. saying, "Hey, BF, Perry's on." And I'm like you don't know that I'm not already watching Perry, Scott. I'm in there. I'm like, why is Andrew sending me messages watching Perry as I'm watching Perry? There you go. If you were in the chat, you would have known I was in there. Bones up for Pecan to Matt. BF Live, and there's Mandy Diff checking in on a Friday. Say that again.
Did you see some of my jokes in there? And snide comments?
No, I didn't see. No, Andrew, if I would have saw you, I would acknowledge you, buddy. I guess we didn't see each other in the chat. Shuli is a good egg, and so is Bob, says Johnny A. Scott, you're getting the shout out love from our bro, Reverend Wild Bill. Matt gives bones up love to Pecan. Pecan shouts out Mandy Diff. Mandy Diff shouts out Matt. Mandy Diff shouts out Pecan and uses multiple Pecan emojis. Yes, Andrew. Anything else?
I was constantly saying, I wonder how much pee is in that diaper.
In Perry's diaper? Oh my God. He had like the killer diaper gun going last night, Scott. Between that belly and that diaper, if he ever hits the ground, he's not going to get injured. He's going to be like a freaking roly-poly. We'll have to watch some of that. And he had his gear on last night, Scott, and it makes him look like even creepier and dorkier. Maybe we'll look into that when we go over to do some Perry talk later on in the show. Let's continue on with the opening chat family check-in. Mandy Diff, HIGH from the Reverend Wild Bill. Hoya Mandy from Johnny A. Andrew's getting laughs from Matt. Hoya Bill from Johnny A. Johnny A gets the Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. Mandy Diff shouts out Johnny, Rev, and Bill. Coffin match, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Ooh, a death cage match. Recommends Mandy Diff. We haven't seen a good cage match yet, Scott, in this whole realm. Maybe a cage match or Hell Cage, Hell in the Cell, perhaps. A scaffold match, recommends FJM. Heading to physical therapy, I'll be back 100%, says Matt. We'll be here for you, buddy. Just a Guess recommends ladder and a cage combination match. Whatever it is, Mandy Diff says. JA checks in and says, Tikal or Tikal. How about a Japanese death match with kendo sticks or something like that? Maybe some, let's see. Tits McGee checks in and says, "Hey, everyone. Andrew, did you bring enough for everyone? You know the rules, just like with drugs, Andrew. Just like food. Drugs are bad unless you bring enough for everyone. Same thing. Snacks are bad."
Okay.
Oh, my God. Wait, look at him. Look at this guy. We know it's coming next. It'll be nappy time before you know it. Or barbed wire match, another classic Reverend Wild Bill is recommending. How about a lumberjack match might be unfair. That's when all these wrestlers surround the ring, and whenever any one of you come out, you can get beat up and then tossed back in the ring. That lumberjack match. What do you think about that one? I mean, But then, then your opponents could slam you or something like that. Let me see. P-Cunt, Hoya from JA. Perma fish tank match with perma-fish. Oh, a piranha fish tank. Piranha fish tank match with barbed wire. What the hell is that? The Reverend Wild Bill shouts out Electric Head Gino with the Hoya. As we're nearing the end of the opening chat family check-in, we're going to get on to some fun news and other stuff. Sweet Scorpio, good morning, ma'am, from the Reverend Wild Bill. The night bot's running all of our friends' bots. Space Nerd says Hoya, and I noticed there's a little something different next to Space Nerd's name. Terry Nee. Terry Nee. A little something different there next to Space Nerd's name. Space Nerd, Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. NLM is a Jason thing. Okay. Do you know that reference, Scott? Because you're our horror expert here on the vibe.
NML.
I don't
know.
NLM.
I don't know.
Yeah. Nobody loves Melton or something like that. I'm not much on the front. You know what? Bobby Nick will be along later, and he is certainly the expert. Shout out to you 32 awesome people that are joining us for positive vibes today. Hoya Matt from Space Nerd, she says. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bots. The Reverend Wild Bill is having fun because he supports me as a member, and I really appreciate and rely on your membership support, your monthly support, the Reverend Wild Bill. What up, chat family? Big hug and firm handshakes, and happy Friday from Smirksnake. Hola, beaches, or hola, bitches. They really meant bitches from Gimme Besos. Mr. Know-It-All checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 and says, "Big money, Andrew." You want to say hello to Mr. Know-It-All?
Hey, Mr. Know-It-All, how are you, buddy?
JA says, EC Dubs, EC Dubs. Gimme Bezos checks in with the hola that's from Pecan. Wow, I got the match names right, says Mandy. Mandy Dip, she's surprised she's learning all these terminologies, Scott, that she never thought she'd ever know about wrestling.
Right.
Wow, she says, how about a beef stick match, says Pecan, and he's the commissioner. Just posted video of Tiffany Stratton throwing out the first pitch at the Mets game yesterday in Discord. Widow Killer, I heard something about that, bro. Thank you. I didn't pull that.
It was horrible.
You're not supposed to give it away, Andrew, for people that didn't see it. I don't have to show you. I'll just ask Andrew everything about what I'm about to show you, and he'll tell you his opinion on it, or he'll tell you what happened.
I joked about it.
I'm busting your balls. And I also see this fun announcement, Widow Killer, and I've been seeing this going around, Scott, that Spaceballs 2 is about to be. Mel Brooks, he's trying to bring back Spaceballs 2.
Really?
Yes. Official announcement teaser from Widow Killer. Maybe we'll get into that. Here's the pitch that Widow Killer. Thank you for all this great content in here, Widow Killer.
I joked about it.
You want to set it up and tell everybody who Tiffany Stratton is, for those that don't know?
One of the women's champions.
She's one of the women's champions, and she got a chance, much like Baba Booey, Gary Delabate and 50 Cent. Well, I think she's going to go down into history for her first pitch. WWE superstar Tiffany Stratton's first pitch was just a bit outside. Just a bit outside, Scott. There we go.
God damn.
Just a bit. Baba Booey. Mama monkey. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Widow Killer. I hadn't had a chance to pull that, so thank you very much. Terry Nee says, Scott, I just ate a banana while staring at you intensely. Oh, he's like looking you right in the eye and eating a banana sensually, Scott. That's weird.
Sorry, BF.
What? Says Space Nerd. Widow Killer Hoya from Beacon. Spurk Snake Hoya from the Reverend Wild Bill. No way. Way, dude. Rev, salute. I saw something pop up about mods timing out. Thanks, Terry. That's not. I don't approve of mod on mod crime out here. I don't want people hitting each other over their heads with the wrenches I give them. But I want to acknowledge Space Nerd, who feeds me so much positive vibes and more content than for these juicy segments than I want, Scott. All that juicy man meat, you can blame Space Nerd for that. So thank you for all your enthusiastic support, Space Nerd. Spurk Snake gets Space Nerd looking good in that blue. The Nightbots run it. Thank you, Spurg. Did you say he's our horror expert? He's probably a little bit of both. He's our horror expert, and maybe when we go in Scott's hole, he might be another expert too. Let me get to that. Bones of Reverend Wild Bill. No lives matter. Oh, I have the shirt on with Jason's face. Okay, that's from you know that reference. He's fleeting the reference for the. There you go.
I'm not familiar with it.
Scott was smoking a lot of weed when he watched those movies. Let's see. We're going to continue on here. Spoiler alert, Andrew. I know. Let me see. Mega Maid. She's gone from suck to blow. Oh yeah, that's right. That's a line from Spaceballs. She's gone from suck to blow. That's right. There you go. That's a classic line. I love me some Spaceballs. Let's see. Really outside about that first pitch. Hoya Mandy. Rev, it's a pleasure. Thank you, nerd, for all your enthusiastic support. Pecan gets the shout out love, and we conclude the opening chat family check-in. Now let's get on with the show.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
All right, well, that's what we do. We talk amongst Scott, Andrew, and all this great chat family. That's what we do. 3 hours of positive vibes. Hey, since we talked about it, and why don't we show it now? Yes, Scott, Andrew, before I set up another thing, yes.
Grandma gave me chocolate chips and I'm making a mess of them.
Oh, shit. The dog's going to be showing up at your feet any minute, Andrew. All right, well, thank you. All right, so now that we've done that, now I can properly set up this next thing I'm going to do, Scott, right? There we go. All right. So let's do this. For those of you, and Scott, was it you or many people in the chat that said you hadn't even seen Star Wars movies, but Spaceballs was like your first kind of introduction to all these references and stuff?
No, it wasn't me. I'm the other way around. I've never watched Spaceballs.
Oh, you never seen Spaceballs?
I never would give it a chance. I just didn't like Mel Brooks for whatever reason. No good reason. I just when them.
Well, bro, if you are familiar with just the basic Star Wars references, the characters, like Chewbacca and all that stuff, if you watch that, and especially if you get high, Scott, oh man, I'm going to view that, and maybe we got to watch it together on here for the first time because I want to see somebody that's never seen Spaceballs like get high with them and experience it for the first time. It is that much fun of a movie. It's just fucking off the wall silly. So let me give you some of this now. So, like he did the Schwartz instead of the Force. It was like Jewish themes and references and shit, you know. Yeah. So I heard they're doing Spaceballs too. So let me show you right now here. Compliments of our friend Widow Killer. Thanks for providing this. Here we go. Let's look at the preview of Spaceballs 2. Prequel trilogy, sequel trilogy, sequel to prequel. And Oppenheimer. Baseball. Dark helmet. Let's go, Mike. You ready? Yes. Pizza the Hut. What's up, Mike?
After 40 years, we asked, what do the fans want? But instead, we're making this movie.
The Schwartz Awakens.
May the Schwartz be with you.
Well, there you go. That's a little taste of it. Oh, my God. Yes, I mean, it's all the like the great jokes. This is a great one too. When they comb the desert looking for something, and they actually have a big physical comb, man. Just great, silly slapstick comedy here. So I'll be looking forward to that. Pizza the Hut instead of Jabba the Hutt, Scott. I mean, just one joke after another. They just kill. Let me see. I love Mel Brooks, says our friend Wild Bill. Mel Brooks is a genius, and we also know he kind of wrote Get Smart. He's wrote a lot of stuff. People mention Blazing Saddles. He must be 100 years old. He's damn close. Boy, yeah, says Michael. He's ready to smoke and go. Happy Friday, Darren. I see you back there, my friend. How you doing today?
How's it going?
All right, man. Mel Brooks is 98, our friend P. Cunt reminds us. Mel Brooks is a genius. We'll get to these last comments. I don't know, maybe I will smoke this early. Widow Killer says Robert Downey Jr. could still be playing the same character because there is a comic where Iron Man becomes Dr. Doom. Okay. R2 gay too? If you think about it, Perry acts kind of like the princess. He kind of really does. Oh, I think he does.
Shut the fuck up.
I think you do. Let me see. Face Nerds laughing. Dark helmet. Time to spark it up, says Mike, who jumped in. Pizza the Hut. He made it on time. And yes, may the Schwartz be with you. All right. Well, why don't let's see what everybody else is saying. And I'm going to jump over and do some news right now. And instead of the Millennium Falcon, it was the Flying Winnebago. Yeah. And John Candy was famously in that. He played the Chewbacca character, was the more of a dog or whatever. But all right, so why don't we do this now? I got some great stories that we can talk about at length. Some fun, positive news, because I know that we can have fun with the news, and I'm about to prove it right now as I head over to my news desk right after I run my element to do the BF Live The Vibe Not So Serious News. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm over here now in the BF Live The Vibe News Studios. And I'm going to bring a few news stories, and we'll talk about them at length right here on the Vibe Not So Serious News. All right. Well, it is Friday the 13th, Scott, and not everything is bad or scary about this day. I got some good news. We kind of talk about maybe how you want to counter it or make it our day. Well, Krispy Kreme is offering a dozen donuts for 13 cents on Friday the 13th. If you have one participating, I'm not participating for corporate. Woo! I am not selling a dozen donuts for fucking 13 cents. Let's see what this is all about. While most people... All right, Andrew's excited about this, Scott. Man, holy shit.
Do we have a Krispy Kreme somewhere?
Well, dude.
Damn!
All right, let me read it to you, Andrew. Let me see if you participate.
13. A dozen donuts for 13 cents at Krispy Kreme. Okay.
Hell, he's doing a report for me, Scott. I don't need to do it. All right, well, let's see what it's all about and see if they're participating in your area. While most people may feel unlucky on Friday the 13th, Krispy Kreme is hoping to make its customers feel lucky with a sweet promotion. On Friday, June the 13th, all customers can receive a dozen original glazed donuts for 13 cents with the purchase of any dozen at the regular price, Andrew. See? You always have to read the small print, brother. You didn't let me read the small print for you. Oh, see? There's always. All right, but it's still not a bad deal if you got a bunch of hungry people around. Also, Krispy Kreme is offering 14 days of original glaze from June 7th through the first day of summer, June 20th. For all 14 days, Krispy Kreme Rewards members can receive a dozen original glazed donuts for only $9.99, limited to one per guest per day. On June 20th, Krispy Kreme will surprise thousands of lucky customers with 12 months of free original glazed donuts, which include 1 dozen per month, beginning July 2025 through June 2026, according to the chain. Multiple customers will be randomly selected at every participating shop. So there you go, Andrew. It's still not a bad deal. Not a terrible deal.
Do they have sugar-free options?
I would imagine they do. I do think that they are dietary conscious. No sugar, Andrew. And look, Terry Nee's already with you there with that. Let's see. Oh, shit. Happy birthday, Jason Voorhees. That's right. It is Friday the 13th. Perfect, says Mandy Diff. Pecan acknowledges this is Bobby Cronkite time. I'm Bobby Cronkite, and this is the news. And I'm about to give you the second story in the Vibe Not So Serious News. This is, it's too bad that Bobby Nick's not here, but I know we have a great Canadian contingent. I think Tits McGee's here among them, and RBLQ+. Well, I have a story for our Canadian friends, Scott and Andrew. This one involves escaped water buffalo herd wanders through British Columbia City. So let's see what this looks like after we read about it. A herd of water buffalo escaped from a farm in British Columbia and went wandering through a city before being corralled. Tesfa Farms confirmed on social media that 24 water buffalo escaped from its facility and went wandering through the Fleetwood and Port Kells areas of Surrey. They swam through a culvert under 176 and went for a leisurely walk up to 168th. We had witnessed calmly follow until they got spooked and ran up the road. I'll show you what the video of it looks like. There's the picture of when they heard them, guys. Look, and these guys think they're actually like going to hold these water buffalo in with this gate, Scott. If them water buffalo decided to get out of that little fence, them men wouldn't do shit.
No.
Terry Nee says, it's Canada. Nobody cares. Today is not when Jason was born, but when the revenge started. So it's our friend, the Reverend Wild Bill, and I know he's a horror expert. Let me show you the actual video of them. This is what it looked like to some people when they were driving down the street, Scott, and I would have been shitting my pants. Because, you never know. These big animals, they're bigger than your car. They could just take your car out if they wanted to, right?
Yeah.
Watch this. Look at this.
What the heli?
What the heli?
Whoa.
What the heli?
What the heli?
What the heli?
Bro, all they got to do is run and they could just ram your car.
What the heli? What the heli?
What the heli?
What the heli? My new watch on Prezi, diamonds on baguette. What the heli?
Hey, Fred. The buffalo got up, Fred. When I hear water buffalo, I always think Flintstones, Scott. It's, I thought they were like a fictional thing, because that's my first reference was the Flintstones when they're the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was like made up for like the Moose Lodge, which it is. It's like based on the Moose Lodge, but I didn't think it was like an actual water. Hey, Fred, they got loose, Fred. They got loose. What the helly?
What the helly? My new watch on Prezi, diamonds on
Look at those horses with handlebars. All right, there you go. So that's what that looks like up in BC. BF Live is worldwide, and that's for our Canadian contingent. Little water buffalo loose up there in British Columbia. SG Fanboy must have snuck in here. How you doing? Let's see. How's everybody doing here today? Oh, there you go. Mrs. Voorhees. We got that one. SG Fanboy. Salute, buddy. How you doing? I'm glad you're here for the BF Live The Vibe. Not so serious news. Scott, you're not going to believe this, buddy, or maybe you will. I find this story kind of interesting. You know, when I think of the younger generations than us, I don't necessarily think of them like backing away from social media, Scott. I guess I more see them embracing it. But if you believe this story, this says that Gen Z is swapping their smartphones for this retro alternative because they need a social media detox. I'm starting to see this more and more, Scott. What you would think that these kids are just growing up with this and it's part of their culture and their nature, but they're actually turning against it. And watch when I tell you what they're actually going out there and buying rather than the new Apple phone, Scott.
Okay.
Young folks are desperately trying to reconnect with the world around them. The method many may have chosen, dumb phones, otherwise known as millennial era Blackberries. Ironically, Gen Z is taking to social media, which isn't even supported by dumb phones, to spread this word, Scott. So that's the ironic part is that these Gen Zers are going on social media telling you about how they're detaching from social media.
Right.
For months now, users ranging in the age from the mid-20s to their late teens have been demonstrating interest in retro technology like Walkmans, iPods, and digital cameras. But the latest Y2K craze has older generations positively baffled. A quick TikTok search under the keyword BlackBerry will display thousands upon thousands of videos of Gen Zers purchasing shelved BlackBerry phones off of eBay or digging them out of their parents' closets, decorating them with rhinestones and keychains, and flaunting clicky ASMR-worthy keyboards. So they want the old shit, Scott. They want the old school shit.
Yeah.
It says, for many, the BlackBerry craze is a continuation of the 2000s nostalgia core, a time when aesthetics like Britney Spears-esque McBling, cyber futurism, and Frutiger, whatever the fuck that is, Arrow ruled the trends. It says, we've come full circle, declare dozens of comments under the post by the TikTok creator. It says, whose name she uses her platform, her massive retro tech collection, Scott. Look at this. They're rocking BlackBerries now. And their argument is they want a detox from social media, Scott, and they're saying that you can find these phones on eBay cheaper than a new Apple phone. Let me run that for you again. Let me refresh that. Refresh this real quick. Take you down to that. But they say everything old is new again, right, Scott?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's very heartening to know that there's people that realize that it might not be the best thing to be on their phones all day. I make good golf money selling that old crap, says Terry Nee. Well, we know who they're buying it from. Smirksnake says he still uses a Zune. Nokia old phones. I do have a couple phones like on my dresser, Scott, that I just never kind of moved on from. You put them to the side and they get dust on them, right?
Right. I got, I don't know if you ever seen them, and I don't got them here now, but I got two, probably about 10 or more gallons worth of telephones.
Really? You got that many telephones? Holy shit, bro.
All of them's broke, none of them weren't.
Well, there might be precious metals. You never know what value you could get at them. This quote right here says, Scott, it says, I'm so sick of Apple. I would give just about anything for a BlackBerry, one user wrote. Gimme Beso says, I found a 10-year-old Nokia in storage when I moved to San Antonio and booted it up. I've recently booted up some of my in-laws' phones that I've discovered, Scott, and I've seen even like viral videos of people finding like in the box, new out of the box stuff from those days and like kind of firing it up. Right. So it says commenters also shared how they scoured sites like Facebook Marketplace, eBay, and Backmarket in search of BlackBerry phones to supplant their modern smartphones. For just a few $100s, these tech-tired Gen Zers purchased peace of mind and plenty of questions from older generations who could no doubt remember the spotty service, super small keyboards, and the less than intuitive user interfaces. But look, this is supposed to be a whole line of young people that are turned on to kind of detaching and just being on their smartphone and not being on all the apps, but maybe having a little bit of email capability compared to the price of a new iPhone, which these days can cost upwards of $1,000 and unlimited data plans that run users up to $70 a month. Younger generations see the BlackBerry as a no-brainer. For many, growing anti-smartphone movement is always a way to genuinely embrace the offline world and be more mindful about content consumption. The smartphone is not a source of enjoyment anymore, Pascal Forget, a tech columnist for Montreal, told CBC. It used to be fun, but now people are addicted to it, so they want to go back to a simpler time using a simpler device. I was kind of astounded by that, Scott. I was a little,
Right.
but I think it's a good sign, man. I think it's a sign that people are seeing, like I said, because we grew up, our social media was just going out and mixing up among people, actually being social, right?
That's what That's what I was begging for in Wisconsin. I don't know if you remember some of my Facebook posts was like, come on, folks, get off your asses and come and visit me.
Andrew, you find a way to make a smartphone story about himself. There you go. All right, Andrew. That's right. Get off your smartphones, get a BlackBerry, and go visit Andrew in Florida, you lazy shits. What's wrong with you people?
In Wisconsin, when I was there with most were.
Well, bro, nobody wants to come see you in Wisconsin. They got shitty weather. They're going to fill up your house in Florida, though. They're going to come see you now. They saying, invite me now.
But it's like, dude, I know people have work, but after work, can't you, come over just for, 10 minutes and just give me human contact?
Yeah, Scott, go rub him out or something when you're done podcasting, Scott. What was wrong? Bill said...
It's not even that. It's just hi, hug, see you later. You know what I mean?
I love that Scott loves it. We got to go home away from the bullies. These kids have their bullies in their pocket, and that's a whole different realm you could talk about there, Scott. Is that that is true. They people do that. Reverend Wild Bell says, "Oh wow, my whole Wow, my whole Friday the 13th just went downhill, but at least I did learn something new. That's always good. I always say that if you're not careful, you just might learn something before you're done here on an episode of The Vibe, and it happened. Pool party at Andrew's, telling grandma, says Sweet Scorpio. See, this is where people want to be invited, Andrew. They ain't be invited to no damn Wisconsin, come up in no snow with you. They want to be invited to Florida, son. Andrew's going to re-up that invite now.
As long as you bring your bikini in, yeah.
Oh, my God, Andrew. All right, let's continue on here. Let's see what we got here. I do try to learn something new every day, and thanks to Widow Killer, I learned one. That's awesome, man, and that's great. That's really big of you to admit that, because a lot of people won't even admit that they learned something new as they get older. Andrew from Just a Guest checking in.
Hi, Just
We want to stay with Andrew. All right, well, there's Andrew right there. Oh, you want to? Oh, you sound like they want to stay with Andrew. He's taking reservations. He got the good shit today, says Kathy. I don't even think he does, Kat. I think this is just Andrew being Andrew. All right. Hey, Andrew, speaking of Andrew, you've heard of Pitbull, the singer, right? Mr. Worldwide?
Yeah.
Dolly. Right? Well, check this out, bro. You're not going to believe what people are doing that go to Pitbull concerts, Scott and Andrew. White shirts, black ties, and bald caps. Pitbull fans party like clones worldwide. Look at this. So everybody knows that Pitbull, Dolly, Miami and all that stuff, right? He shaved head, But check this out. This is how his fans look. This is even girls, Scott. I would expect this out of men, but why are women putting bald caps on for their favorite pop artist? In London, Londoners have reported that thousands of sightings of Pitbull this week. With that bald head, goatee, and suit, he's pretty hard to miss. On closer inspection, though, it becomes clear that Mr. Worldwide is not actually everywhere all at once. In his stead, though, are clones still swarming London on their way to the O2 Arena to see him on stage. That goatee, drawn on. That bare head, it's a bald cap in lieu of a dramatic shave. More than 2 decades into his career, the Miami superstar, whose hits from Hotel Room Service to Timber to Give Me Everything to El Taxi have become permanent playlist staples of weddings, bar mitzvahs, and yes, the club is stoking a growing fan frenzy in the UK and beyond. He started noticing the odd look alike or two at concerts back in 2021, emerging from the pandemic-era lockdowns. Maybe out of 20,000 people coming to a show, 30,000 coming to a show, you'll see about 1,000, he said, of what happened next. But that's before he hit the UK. He says, we jumped the pond and we ended up in London, and it was just something else. It was definitely a whole new movement. It took to a whole new level, Pitbull told the Associated Press. So look, Scott, look at this. Like women are growing around with bald caps. Let's go all the way.
All right.
And I don't know why they're doing I expected guys to do this. Not ICP. What do you do, Johnny A? You gonna come in here with that stuff because Jen's not here? Pitbull Con, Space Nerd. She recognizes it. There you go. And Reverend Wild Bill says, I give credit where credit is due. We got that good. He got the good shit today. So yeah, they had, looks like they had, just going to the concert. I don't know, Scott. I never dressed up like anybody when I mean, we had long hair because that's how we looked. We emulated it, but we didn't dress up like a particular artist. I didn't.
No, I never did either.
But look at this. They got like cakes on the table right here that look like Pitbull's head, and all the women are wearing skull caps. So yeah, they're just saying thousands of people attending the Pitbull concert over there in London, dressed like Mr. Worldwide, Dolly. That is true. That is true, Widow Killer. They look like Agent 47 from the Hitman video game series. Yeah, they all look like that. Or all Mr. Smiths from the Matrix, maybe. Maybe that was it too. All right, let's continue on here with the vibe. I got some more not so serious fun news that we can get into. Well, it's a little bit serious, Scott, and this touches on some of the food dye stuff. I eat these Jolly Rancher watermelon candies when I was growing up, Scott. Jolly Rancher candy?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did too.
You know I likes the candy. Well, right. Apparently over in the UK, we've talked about.
I think we lost the sound, BF. If it ain't just me. You hear him, Andrew?
Nope.
Yeah, he's coming. He hears us. He hears us. I think you still can't hear you, BF.
You got me now?
There you are.
Fuck yeah, my mixer just decided it didn't want to work anymore. So yeah, we were talking about these Jolly Ranchers. You can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now look, Space Nerd goes back as long as I do, Scott, because we had the sticks when we were growing up.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Watermelon sticks, right? And you would peel it down and break a little piece off and eat it a while, or maybe just eventually eat the whole. See, I'm feeling this. So we grew up on this, as many people in the UK did. But they have been very proactive about getting all of these maybe these unnatural dyes out of their candy for many years before the United States has, Scott. And that's kind of what this story is about. Jolly Rancher candies are pulled from shelves in the UK over cancer concerns. I'll read a little bit about it and tell you kind of what they're talking about. Health officials in the United Kingdom are warning customers to throw away certain Jolly Rancher candies due to the ingredients that may increase the risk of cancer. The candies made by Hershey Company include Jolly Rancher Hard Candy, Jolly Rancher Misfit Gummies, Jolly Rancher Hard Candy Fruities 2-in-1, and Jolly Rancher Berry Gummies. The food agency said, a government department in the UK said, Jolly Rancher candies were sold in England and Northern Ireland and Wales, the agency said in an announcement on June 11th. The products contain mineral oil. This is what they're talking about, Scott, this mineral oil aromatic hydrocarbons and mineral oil saturated hydrocarbons. So apparently that's what's in these. And the problem is that Hershey Candy stopped selling them legitimately over in the country many years ago, but that didn't stop people's craving for them. And there's other like wholesale sites or commercial sites where you can get these from. And so they took it an extra step further and said, we don't even want you guys selling them. Nowhere in the country. They're totally banning these. So I hope we get away from taking some of this stuff out of our candy. I don't know, but I made it this far eating that stuff, Scott.
Yeah, you seem okay.
I seem okay. Let's see. Wow. We got the red dye going on. 100%, says Johnny A. Jolly Ranchers are gay farmers. That's a point.
Shut the fuck up.
That is true. That when you picture that, Scott, what is a Jolly Rancher? That's nothing more than a gay farmer. BF looked like Kenny G at his concerts. Fuck you, Tanny. It's like the plastic that ends up in our bodies. We're talking about microplastics. They should work on putting some flavor in their freaking food over there in England, said our friend Articulate John. Checking in on the Vibe, not so serious news. Oh, kind of serious. I don't know. We could talk about that. That was more of a long-term talk thing. Hey, Andrew, I have a story about the New England Patriots. You still awake, buddy? You still with us?
Yeah.
Hang in there, Andrew. I got one sports story for you, buddy. Did you hear that they're going to they're building a statue to Tom Brady?
Well deserved.
Oh, shit. They didn't even hesitate. So you believe this is well deserved, huh, Andrew?
Yep. 20 years of service to the team. He deserves to have a road named after him in Massachusetts.
Holy shit, Andrew's going all the way with that. Well, Andrew, because it was kind of weird because when he originally left, everybody knows he left and went to Tampa Bay and won yet another Super Bowl champion down there, proving that maybe Tom was the guy and maybe it wasn't Belichick or what have you. And there was a little separation there for a while where he wasn't involved with the team, but of course, they all come home eventually. So New England Patriots to unveil Tom Brady's statue before a preseason game on August the 8th. The NFL's most accomplished quarterback will be honored in a bronze by a team he was synonymous with for 20 years, Andrew. So even though he went on and won a championship with Tampa Bay, he's always going to be known as a New England Patriot, right, Andrew?
I even felt weird wearing the Tampa Bay jerseys I had. It was like, ooh, this is fucking weird.
Yeah, so it might just fade in as a memory. It'll be like a footnote to his career when he was a New England Patriot. Tom Brady still has to wait a few years before he can wear a gold jacket, but he'll be in bronze this summer, though. The New England Patriots announced Thursday that they will unveil a Brady statue at Gillette Stadium on August 8th before their preseason game against the Washington Commanders. A legacy etched in bronze forever, Tom Brady statue will be unveiled on 8/8.
Last year, we commissioned a local sculptor to create a larger-than-life bronze statue to perpetuate the legendary legacy of the great Tom Brady.
They have completed the greatest comeback. Gotta be perfect, all right?
What a throw by Brady!
You are not finished, fellas.
It is the honor of my life to be officially enshrined into the winning legacy of this amazing organization.
Yeah!
I am Tom Brady, and I am a Patriot.
I bet Tampa, I don't know how Tampa feels about that, but there you go, Andrew. You got a stiffy over there?
That gave me goosebumps when he said, I am a Patriot.
I knew I was going to give him a stiffy. Articulate John's going a step further. He says they should replace the Statue of Liberty with Tom Brady. Let's see. Who is this Tom Brady you speak of, says the Red Wild Bill. He says it's a waste of good metal. Oh, God, on the back of his jersey is cringe, says our friend. Okay, God on the back of the jersey is cringe. Will that be on the statue? I don't know. All right, let's continue on with the Vibe. Not so serious news. I have one thing left for you, and then we're going to get on with, yes, Andrew, of course.
Speaking of Patriots, they're planning to release Stephon Diggs.
Where did he end up? He was with the Bills, and then he was with, where did he go after the Bills?
He signed a 3-year deal with the Patriots, but the Patriots are planning to release him.
Oh, shit. Well, there you go. Andrew is the human sports ticker. He's always giving you that unasked for sports news.
Guess who he is connected with?
Who?
Cardi B.
Oh, shit. All right, Andrew. Well, we are about to wrap up this this edition of BF Live, the Vibe, not so serious news, like we always do, with the Bikini Report, Andrew. This Bikini Report is about a story that's been going around the last 2 days about a Florida man who posed as a flight attendant to score hundreds of free airline trips. And you know what? I could tell a pretty good story, but somebody can be pretty and tell you a pretty good story too with the Bikini Report. Tell us about this Florida man who got many flights for free, say that 10 times, posing as a flight attendant.
5-year-old Florida man has been convicted after posing as a flight attendant to score free trips. According to the evidence laid out at his trial, Tyron Alexander claimed to be a flight attendant with 7 different airlines. All told, he had about 30 fake badge numbers and hire dates. The trial heard he used one airline's employee flight booking system to finagle dozens of trips without paying. And he apparently pulled the scam on 3 other airlines as well. To the tune of over 120 flights. Whew. The fraud also let him access parts of airports not intended for random people, which is why he was charged and found guilty of wire fraud and unlawfully entering a secure airport area under false pretenses. And if you think all that free travel might be worth the trade-off of a little time in the clink, get this. He's facing up to 30 years in federal prison. But what do you think? Should they throw the book at this guy, or was it a relatively victimless crime? Tell us in the comments, and be sure to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bikini Report. You're looking good today.
We should get more. 50.
All right, well, let's talk about this a little bit because I'm seeing differing opinions in the chat already. A nice normal bikini. You know what? It has been a week of very good bikini, Space Nerd, I will say, as we wrap up Friday with our Bikini Report on right here on the Vibe. A nice normal bikini. Airlines screw us. Time they get it back. You want random vigilante justice like that satisfies you getting ripped off knowing that somebody else is ripping them off? I don't know that would be satisfy me or please me. A victimless crime. The only thing that gets me, Scott, is that he got popped for being in areas of the airport that he shouldn't have been. And right away, I think 9/11. I think TSA. I think that he's thwarted security. And what if he's the only one not doing this?
Yeah.
Or one actually doing this? What if he's not the only one doing this? Is what I meant to say.
He should be charged for attempted terrorism because that's what that potentially could be.
Yeah, that's the most concerning part to me, Wild Bill. I'm not going to see any of the money either way, coming or going. My whole thing is that's the first thing that came to my mind is how he kind of got around or circumvented some of these. How did it go on so long that Homeland Security didn't go, hey, what the fuck is this? Guy showing up in a certain way and just kind of basically it sounded like he was just going willy nilly through airports and nobody was aware of it. Flying under everyone's radar. So TSA is welfare for dumb people, says Terry Nee. Let's see. Bikini, we got that one. Airlines screw us all the time. A nice normal bikini. Well, this might be why planes are crashing. I don't know. Great movie, Terry Nee. Good for him. Catch me if you can, and that's why he says, great movie, Terry. All right. And we got that one. Well, there you go, folks. That's how we do it. See, I think we had a little fun doing those news stories. At least I hope you did. And we do it every day, Monday through Friday, right here on the Vibe, Not So Serious News. Now let's get on some more fun with the show. Come on, folks. That's how we do it, folks. That was the Vibe, Not So Serious News. That's what we do here, Monday through Friday. As I said, hey, we're going to make our way to halfway point of the show. 9/11 was done by Big Brother, but he shouldn't have been in the restricted area. Okay, whatever. Let's see. Well, it's Conspiracy Day on here on the Vibe. Clean professional clothes and a clipboard smile can get you into anywhere. Yeah, that's kind of scary too. Give me Bezos. Scott, I've had something I've been hanging on to that this has your name on it 1,000% if somebody had your name on it. There's only one opinion I need about the things that I'm about to show on the screen, and that's from Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick right here. I need your expert assessment on something. I got some picture. I need your expert.
What you got?
Oh yeah, you're gonna be like, yeah, BF, I definitely got an opinion on this. Let me see. Here I do still have that. See? We're going to have a little Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick session right here on the Vibe. I still got the graphics, Scott. There you go.
Right on.
Now tell everybody who doesn't is on the vibe every day. Scott has a particular theory about armpits with women that he kind of turned me on to.
Yeah, I kind of see myself as kind of what a palm reader can do with palms. I kind of do with armpits, and I can kind of get a look into their lives and how they might have lived and live.
Yeah, see their personalities. He can tell if people are good or bad, if they had a rough life, an easy life. He can tell their hygiene level, their skill, and sometimes their mentality. They can tell. He gets a lot out of it. Look, Fraser says, "I literally don't understand what you are saying." What was she not here for our 100th show when you did Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick? Because we really laid it out. She would have totally understood if she was here for that show.
Sometimes you can tell if they're too pale. You got to see depression in there, not enough sunlight. You can see all kinds of stuff.
Thank you, Wild Bill. I don't mind you having an opinion, buddy, but we keep it keep it light here, and I don't need any issues from YouTube, so I appreciate your consideration on that. Yeah, so pit reader, exactly. This is Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick, and I must say, Space Nerd, I've never seen anyone with so much passion and focused when anyone and beware of this, because whenever you're on screen, Scott is looking for pit clues and even the back of the leg pit clues, right, Scott?
Yeah, when I really took notice that I've been doing this really all my life, when I look back on it, I've always, if I see some armpits, I kind of judge it. But what made me realize what I was doing was Ari Jane, the best armpits in the game.
That's what started it all off. Our lovely friend Ari Jane, who we got to go through the not so lovely Ray DeVito, but I'll digress on that one. Is a friend of Ray DeVito, and yeah, she's a lovely lady, and she would come on the streams and kind of just be hanging out, very casual, not in a chair, proper mic. She'd be sitting on her bed, Indian style, and maybe have her armpits up like this. Yeah. And before long, Scott started noticing and admiring them, and then this whole situation came to light that Scott he has this whole kind of judging a kind of scale based on what he sees of the armpits. Andrew,
she even check that booty every once in a while.
I see. You got to watch when you bring up a girl, because he's just going step in. You female. Okay, look, Reverend Wild Bill, clean up on aisle 1. Leave Ray alone. No, says Terry Knee. Look at this. Goddamn it, you and this guy right here, Scott, Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick, are you guys the kind of the last two of the Mohicans.
Yeah,
right
we was talking about that last night. Terry said Bob Levy's also a fan. There's 3 of us.
Bob Levy's pretty much tolerant of everyone. I know I'll give out a half point for that one, but I'm going to give 100 points for this guy I'm going to bring in, folks. You've probably been wondering where he is. He's from the Great White North, and he's here now. He's Bobby Nig.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers.
Deep butt cheeks, Bobby Nig.
I got deep butt cheeks.
You got here just in time as we're about to. I'm ramping up something that I've been wanting to share with Scott, and we're framing it again for the people that don't see us every day and didn't know that Scott sometimes is known as Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick. Bobby Nig. Mm-hmm. I'm going to present him some content. So we were kind of setting that up and letting people know that Scott has this whole way of kind of judging people. It's like you said, he can like a hand reader or a psychic or something. You can tell kind of the life they've lived through. All right, but I digress. We set it up enough, Scott. Check this out. I need to know what you think about any opinions that you think about a foot candy bowl. How about this? Foot candy bowl. And I got one more thing for you. I'm going to show you after this.
Bobby Nick.
Maybe I should have showed you the first one first, but you're definitely going to like the second one, okay? So this is what's that, Skittles or maybe M&M's foot candy. But now, let me see. And what is...
It's got all those harmful dyes in that candy.
Which one are you trying, foot candy or armpit cereal, Scott? This is the one I want you to judge, buddy.
Oh.
Armpit cereal. Ha, ha, ha. Got you. You ain't never seen no armpit cereal, Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick. I said, I got a doctor in here. I got to need to know what he thinks about armpit cereal.
I think I'm against it.
You're against armpit cereal? The Mandy Dip says, no. The Reverend Wild Bill shouts out Bobby Nick. What's up? Mandy shouts out. Do anyone in this chat play Fortnite? Let the Real Bold Keyboard 979 know if you play Fortnite. How you doing there, everybody?
Yes.
So you're not feeling it? What do you think, Andrew? You going to eat this cereal? Armpit Fruit Loops? You're not.
That cereal's got harmful dyes in it.
That's what it is. Let me see.
He's got macaroni in his chest, for fuck's sakes.
Just got called in now, says Mandy Div. She's gonna have a busy Friday. Articulate John says, I'm more of an armpit oatmeal guy. On my way to work, says Mandy Diff. They're getting nailed. Well, come on, Mandy. Keep us in your ear hole. Play us in the car, and we'll keep you company. I like a Swedish fish. A wink, wink, says our friend Terry Nee checking in. Mandy Diff, go do your pizza thing, girl. Hope you get some great tips tonight. Hook up Mandy Diff if you see her out there delivering to you. Fruit Loops, says our friend, the Reverend Wild Bill. So Scott. Yes.
Check out my foot.
I did. I seen Andrew.
Hey, by the way, while we talking about that foot, Bobby friend, maybe best that you didn't show that bloody one because I just took a look at it and you see some butt cheek on it.
Ooh,
you can see right up. You can see right up his body, man.
Ew, I can. You're right. Ew, that's gross. And I'm not even talking about the blood. I'm talking about Andrew's butt cheek. Let me see. So, what's up, Wavy G? Checks in. Wait a minute. We might have to stop the show for this line. This is probably the line of the day. Articulate John hits it with lucky arms, not Lucky Charms. There you go. He'll be here all day. Lucky arms. So Scott's saying no, even though he's a Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick, he's the pit expert. You're saying this is a negative or a foul use of the pits?
It would take top level armpits for me to do that. And say an Ari Jane, I might wouldn't say a lot of, but
and Ari Jane is always his base, folks. So she's like the 100. Everybody after that must compare to that standard. So because she's not close enough to the Ari Jane standard, Scott is saying hell no to the no. He's Dr. Scotty Fitzpatrick is not for armpit cereal. Well, there you go. We got his professional opinion. So what's good, Bobby Nick? Yeah, we've been catching up on all Andrew's kind of his toes and all that stuff. And so how you been, man?
I'm good. Really good, yeah. We got rain. We got rain, so that's a good thing because, we got all these goddamn forest fires out here, and maybe some of them will be put out.
That's true. We wish you work. Well, I hope that some of those forest fires weren't caused by people doing this. Watch what the men do, Scott. That's all fireworks, Scott.
Yeah.
I don't think these guys took physics class, Scott. Because what happens when you blow shit up? If something blows up in the air, what do you think it's going to do?
Rain down upon you?
Mm-hmm. This is why women live longer. And then they had to go run for cover, Scott. Fucking geniuses. What the fuck? It's like when the video first started, Scott, I'm like, okay, I'm seeing what they're doing. I'm down with this. They're going to set up something and it's going to kind of blow up and do a thing and all. But then when I saw that and how much fucking artillery it had on it, I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. Well, let's keep on going here with the vibe. We got more friends joining in. We got Bob and Nick. We do this. How about it? It's Friday. Hey, Bob. Of course, with it being Friday the 13th, buddy, what are your thoughts on this day? As far as I know, you're a horror fan, right?
Yeah. Well, I like to just not push the limits of this day because I've seen people say, "Oh, Friday the 13th is just bullshit," and then later on that day, something bad happens to them.
Oh yeah, so don't don't look it in its face and be like, don't be like defiant in its face. Maybe just try to get through it, huh?
Yeah, I'm a believer. I'm a believer in this day. I think
like a don't push your luck kind of situation.
Yeah,
right?
Watch yourself.
Don't push your luck. So you really like you condition your thinking, or do you like find that you've not gone out on Friday the 13th? You stay home and watch like Jason marathons or something. I know you used to do that when you were younger.
I used to do that all the time.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah,
that would be like the thing to do, right?
Right.
I mean, now that they got like 13, or I think it's actually 12 parts, it's like impossible to watch a full Friday the 13th marathon in a 24-hour period. But
well, Andrew was super excited when I told him in the States that they're celebrating Krispy Kreme. You can get a dozen of donuts, the original donuts, for 13 cents. And before I could get to the small print, he's yelling out for Darren, do we got Krispy Kreme around here? We got Krispy Kreme. And it's still a good deal, but it was funny because in the middle of the story, he's like, he got real excited about it. We got fucking donuts. And it turns out, Bobby Nick, like with everything in life, you got to read the fine print. And that's, you get a dozen after you buy a dozen for regular price. You get the second one for 13 cents. So
there you
kind of still a good kind of deal right here.
Good deal, yeah.
Let's see. I'm a horror fan. Wait a minute. Articulate John says, fuck, I just broke a mirror. Oh shit, bro. What the fuck? Oh shit. Bottles and everything. Let's see. The real thing of Friday the 13th is the Pope signed the papers to have the Knights Templars destroyed. That was done on Friday the 13th, and that's a more you know from the Reverend Wild Bill. Oh, so apparently the glass is still going too. All right, why don't we do this, guys? Since it is Friday the 13th, why don't we see if they acknowledge it or what they do, in fact, acknowledge it when we go over to the National Day calendar and do our National Day calendar check. This is the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. It's always a holiday or a celebration for someone or something every day, and we look into them when we do the National Day calendar check. This is the National Day. Hey, hey. Give Me Bezos says Friday the 13th, being bad, is from the Knights Templar killed in, there you go, in 1308. We got great smart people. We got history lessons going on here, and we got the National Day calendar check. Today, on Friday the 13th, yes, the very day, and it just to be a coincidence that I put it in red, it's National Golf Cart Day, Terry Nee. How about that? 4. Wait a minute. 4. There he is. How about National Movie Night, the second Friday in June? National Random Acts of Light Day. I thought it was going to be kindness, but okay. National Kitchen Klutzes of America Day. National Weed Your Garden Day. And that's, we got more down the bottom. National Sewing Machine Day. National Wear Blue today. I'm wearing kind of a blue-gray today. How about National Blame Someone Else Day? What the... That's what Perry does all the time.
Shut the fuck up.
You blame your accident and Tom B and everybody else but your damn self. So let's get into some of these. National Golf Cart Day. Like, how would you even celebrate that? It's sponsored by that Easy Go company. On June 13th, we celebrate National Golf Cart Day as a day to pay tribute to the evolution of the golf cart. This day is for everyone who loves feeling the breeze in their hair and on the golf course. Let's go for a quick ride through history of the golf cart and let's learn some fun facts. So I don't know, Scott, when I see these golf carts, all I think about is what we see on replayables, where guys are going out getting drunk and riding these things fast in ditches and creeks and all that stuff, right? That's what I normally see.
Right.
And some of them, the accidents look violent. Terry, I know you're our golfing kind of expert here on the panel, buddy. And I've seen ones recently, Scott, that have like tablets up in them. And I guess it has, like, they can keep their score up in there. And it probably GPSs the holes and also National Golf Cart Day. But my own experience with, go ahead. You got something? My own experience, go ahead. Driving golf carts is like when I went camping. What's up, Andrew?
Oh, wait till after.
Do I have to wait?
I worked for 20 years. I worked in a factory where I had a golf cart the factory's so big that I had a golf cart that I had to take from area to area.
Right. That's good.
And I had fun with the golf cart. I'll tell you, like a kid, man. I felt like
yes, like their motor to safety ratio is always like hella off. Like you can zip those things and like you could turn them over with like very little effort, like just like hitting the gas. Like the ones that I've dealt with, Scott, have very sensitive gas pedals on them.
Yeah.
And the turn radius is so small, it's just like they want to tip over more than they want to turn. But there you go. Easy Go was founded in 1954 by two brothers in Augusta, Georgia. Easy Go is one of the world's first companies to build golf carts. For over 70 years, the company is a world leader in global manufacturing golf carts. And Articulate John says in the chat, which I can imagine is probably true, he says that golf used to be played on horseback. That's what... I think that's what Terry Nee does. Terry Nee rides an Amish golf cart. He's got an Amish golf cart. That's what he does. Horse and buggy golf cart. Isn't that polo, Articulate John? Wait, technically she's kind of true there, guys. because the polos played on horses. So if you're playing golf on horses, that's how they got from hole to hole. Well, there you go. That's our first one on the National Day. Hey, hey, the calendar check. National Movie Night. I don't know. I'm going to a movie tonight, so it's not every night I watch a movie, but I'm going out tonight to see it's starting in theaters this weekend, How to Train Your Dragon movie. The actual How to Train Your Dragon movie. Did you happen to see that, Bobby Nick? The animated version? Did that ever catch your attention?
Never.
Yeah.
No.
I remember when Tiny Tim lost control of driving a golf cart. Says MSIP checking in. Thank you, MSIP, for your gifted memberships for BF Live The Vibe and your enthusiasm on Twitter X for my show, buddy. I appreciate you. Golf was invented by the Scottish bastards walking, says our friend. We have to ask JD Shepardini about that. Let's keep on going. Good morning, MSIP. Perry says, I can't wait, BF. I'll buy the popcorn. Hey, Justin from Tiffany, Washington. What else we got? I want to go to a drive-in, says the Reverend Wild Bill. Oh, shit. All right, let's continue on here with the vibe. Not so serious. We're doing the National Day. Hey, hey. What is a National Random Acts of Light Day? It's leukemia. That could be Acts of Light Day. Oftentimes, it just takes one gentle word or small token to help overcome darkness. On June 13th, National Random Acts of Light Day encourages us to bring light to darkness of the cancer by surprising someone with an act of kindness. So receiving a diagnosis of cancer is bad, but help out somebody with an act of kindness, or hell, don't wait till they get sick, people. Be kind every day. Terry Nee says gay. You would know, wouldn't you? Good afternoon, everyone from MSIP. Everybody's checking in with him. Let's see, what's Kitchen Klutz's Day, Scott? Now, when I was growing up, there were certain family members that I knew that they just weren't good. Like, even when I was a kid, I could tell they weren't good in the kitchen. They would always end up like cutting themselves or things like that. How are you in the kitchen? You ever know anything about that? Any stories about that?
I hate cooking like things that pop in the grease, like
Bacon
or whatever.
Yeah, it scares you. Yeah. That used to get to me when I was younger before you could build up that little toughness on your arm right there. But there were like certain people that they're just always, like just don't ever let them in the kitchen. So maybe this is their day. National Kitchen Klutz's Day, America Day. National Kitchen Klutz's Day America falls on June 13th each year to honor and support those who like to cook and be in the kitchen, but it just doesn't seem to work out well for them. Kitchen klutzes are people who set out with the intention of being like Gordon Ramsay or Julia Child as they open up the cookbook. As they place the mixing bowl and ingredients on the counter, they imagine knife cuts as swift as Wolfgang Puck or Bobby Flay. However, reality quickly dissolves and all those dreams and smoke billows from the oven. They mistake salt for sugar and they suddenly feel like they are in an episode of Nailed It. Those knife cuts turn bloody and the cookies and fingers are burnt. The kitchen klutz has struck and visions of spilled milk are pitifully cried all over. So there you go. Kitchen Klutz Day. Let's see if we got any more that's worth going on here. National Movie Night. I think we did all. Wear Blue Day, Sewing Machine Day. Nothing too special there. We get on some other fun stuff. That was just a quick check-in. We like to do it every day. That was the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, y'all. Well, Scott, I just looked down and realized that it's 1:34, and that's halfway through an episode of BF Live The Vibe. We do 3 hours every day, Monday through Friday. Right here, about this time of the show, we're going to pause for the cause and take a little piss break, folks. That'll give you a chance to do it, too. And you can go grab a drink, or grab a smoke, or grab a snack, but make sure you grab a friend and tell them to join us, because we got Andrew the Giant, we got Scott and Bobby Nick, and when we come back, we'll probably go down Scott's hole, and maybe I'll have fun playing an alternate kind of theme for that one. We're going to check going into the weekend horoscopes with Rock You Like a Horoscope. We can do karaoke. We can do internet Shyt. We can do juicy man meat and bricked up segments. Well, we're not going to get to any of it until we do this 2.5 minute piss break, folks. 2.5 minutes, and we'll be right back on the other side for more fun right after this.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I'll think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I think I need a piss break. Oh yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Come on, folks, let's get the Friday vibe going. We're back from the piss break. Come on, it's Friday, y'all. It's Friday, we're heading into the weekend. We're getting an early start off here on the vibe. We're going to go down Scott's Hole in a minute, and that's an excuse to smoke a bowl. All right, let's do it, folks. Give me a time to get back in here. Keep having fun with the vibe right here. So Andrew's got his camera off, and Scott's backstage, so they'll be back in a minute. They're having the extended piss break right here on the vibe. We're having fun. We're doing it. You know, a lot of people have been anticipating this new Nintendo Switch coming out. But you're not going to believe this video I have what somebody did. You know, it's all about the gram, I guess. It's all about going viral nowadays, no matter how crazy, dumb, or stupid it is, whether it be the year of the pickle stuff. Yes, Andrew?
It's the most selling system of all time, I believe.
Andrew says that the new Switch 2, even though he's not on camera, is the biggest selling system of all time. It'll probably end up being. Every day is Friday to Terry Nee. We like that. All right, so let's do that. But Andrew, this might horrify you and many others. You know what? It's all about, you know, somebody did this for the gram or whatever, just to go viral. But watch what this kid, he does when he gets his Nintendo Switch 2 right at the store, Andrew, brand new.
I'm so glad I get to be the first person to do this.
He's out there. People are still waiting in line, and this asshole walked out the door with a brand new Nintendo Switch and did this. And Bobby, you're muted. I don't know if you know you're not.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Look at this asshole, Bob. He's doing it in front of the people that still haven't gotten theirs yet.
First Switch 2 broken, yeah.
Just so he could say that he was the first one that broke his Switch 2. Scott's making his way back. And I'm showing this asshole, Scott. He got the new Switch 2. Everybody's been oh, he don't even hear me yet. He don't hear me yet. Here we go. Let's keep it on.
What a dictator.
Yeah, Andrew don't even got one yet. But he's not done, Andrew. Keep watching the video.
About to get in line to get another one. Thank you very much. You too.
He went and got a second one, Andrew, and fucking did it again, bro.
More.
He done. Scott, to give you some context, bro, we've been talking about this new Nintendo Switch coming out. It's about $500, and people were standing in line around buildings, old school style. So this kid, people are still waiting in line. He's one of the first ones to come out the door, and he did this.
On purpose?
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
so, yeah.
Yeah, bro. And you know what it is? He probably figured, I'm sure that the mentality nowadays, Scott, is that I'll get so many hits for this, it'll be worth the $500 I waste. So watch, he's got one right here. He goes out to the line where people still haven't gotten theirs yet. They're not even sure if they'll get one because they run that short at the store. You might be in line and you might not be promised one. And this is what he does with his.
Glad I get to be the first person to do this. Oh no, my God. Darren did it. Oh my God. Darren did it. Oh my God, it's play rock. Oh my God.
I'd be more impressed if he would have gave it to a kid or something.
Yeah, that's a great point, Scott. That would have been a whole different way to go viral, wouldn't it? But we always talk about, nobody has the camera running when you do good shit all the time. You know, it's this shit right here.
Oh my God. First switch 2 broken. Yeah.
He's not done yet.
Get it on the 3DS.
I would have just eaten it.
You think not, Widow Killer?
How'd you get a line? You got another one. Thank you very much. You too.
Widow Killer thinks it might be fake. But then he does that.
And I'll see you guys later with more. Bye.
What an asshole. More money than sense. More money than brains. More money than sense. More money than brains. Widow Killer thinks it might not be real. How do you get two? There's a waiting list and you can only get one. But you know, they probably go under assumed name. Why is Bob starting at 2? I don't know. But don't let the people know in here. I don't want them to leave. Thank you. Oh, see, we fucked all that up. All right, well, I'm going to continue here. Hey, we know we have many people in our community that like to partake in the herbs. So if you got a device, you got like your pre-roll, you got a device, you got something. How about we're going to fall down into Scott's hole? Let's do that now. As soon as I find your theme. You got to have that ready. Oh.
Down in Scott's hole.
Do you have your bowl?
Smoking a bowl. Down in Scott's hole.
I hear my little harmony.
Smoking a bowl. She likes to fly, but Tammy's wings have been denied.
God, welcome. Oh, unnecessary echo. Welcome to Scott's Hole. We're down in Scott's Hole, and we're going to smoke said bowl. Let me find a little thing right here. All right, we're going to do it. I haven't had a chance to do it today, Scott. So I got your hole open. Oh, that didn't sound right. And let's see. I got some Daniel Larson. We got Tammy singing some country, and then you threw one. Oh, we got Tammy talking tongues. What's on your mind today in your hole?
Yeah, if you want to save the Tammy for last, I don't know if I sent you either the Cyrax or the Daniel Larson, either one of them first. The Cyrax is a short one that was it's just more of a look into his mug.
Let me see if I got the Cyrax one.
Or if you want to go ahead and do the Daniel Larson, that's fine too first.
Yeah, I got Daniel Larson. I'm trying to make sure. Oh, there's the Cyrax. Let me see. There we go.
It's a short one, but it's
okay. Yeah, let's do the Cyrax one because it's only one of him. I see it now. Let's do it. Here we go. All right. I'll play a video, and then when we come back, that's when I'll wait to do. I'll smoke mine up. But let's watch some Cyrax now down in Scott's Hole. This is Scott's favorite locales or people that he enjoys watching just because they're quirky on the internet. Oh my God, Scott!
Is he metal or what?
Remind everybody,
metal.
There is no special effects going on here. This is not a filter. Scott, remind everybody how old you think this guy is approximately.
He's 34 years old exactly. I just made a confirmation. Yeah, he's 34 years old.
You are looking at a 34-year-old young man, I guess. And Scott is like showing these, all of this stuff over here. So there's no confusion or problems with Propmaster 69. You can find these videos now over on the Angry Iguana 112. I got to get that link running in the chat. Not getting one word right, Scott. Jesus. All right. Well, there you go. That's our first piece of content down here in Scott's Hole. I'm going to need a smoke bowl after seeing that. It's his truth. He's speaking his truth, says the gay goatee. FJM says, we hired a whole new safety fucking team for Scott's Hole. All new equipment. The old stuff was pretty shitty. Guess it was brains. I could get up in Scott's Hole, says the gay goatee. Tammy and Scott emojis are being enjoyed by just a guest here on the Vibe. Let's see who else is checking in. I saw a, let's see. Terry Nee about the golf cart says, we just got the GPS tablets on our cart. It starts beeping if you enter the off limits area. AI is controlling us. All right. We got that one. Let's see. Jumped up to the golf. Can't wait. Where it really jumped again on me. It jumps every day on me, folks. Be patient, please. You love that Gerard Butler reprising. We got that a little earlier. Block It Fran by Just a Guess. That was right before the piss break right here. We got that one. Here's what I'm looking for. It's Fritz. Fritz the cat. Hey, Bobby. Bobby Fran. It's me. Fritz the cat. Do you remember that funny feeling when you climb up the rope in gym class? Yeah, I do. I like it. That's what I feel watching you. Well, there you go. Well, I hope you hit the old thumbs up over here on BF Live the Live. I bet he also bought 25 of them and is selling them for $1,000 each on Amazon, says of the asshole smashing alleged Switch 2s. At least do it rage quitting. We got that one earlier. Not real. Jen checking in. Nintendo can sue him for destruction of their property since they said that we don't own the Switch 2. We are just renting it. Is that the semantics that they're going with now? That these using their equipment is just rentals? That's crazy. You know, they've gone away from physical media now to all the everything's like a file now. And now they're trying to say that the thing in your hand isn't even yours. That's crazy. All right, let's continue on here. You might file your home, Bobby. Look at. There we go. All right, let's continue on here for the next one, Scott. I haven't even smoked my bowl yet because we're down in Scott's Hole.
Smoking a bowl down in Scott's Hole.
All right. Ooh. Terry Nee don't appreciate Fritz the cat coming on to me. Terry Nee is being very protective of me. All right, let's continue on here with the hole, Scott. Now I got Daniel. Well, what do you want to do next? I got Daniel Larson.
Yeah, the Daniel Larson one's another short one. And if you want to see the rest of what's got Daniel Larson so upset in this short, you can go to the Angry Iguana channel and go to the videos, and you'll see the whole what's got Daniel Larson this upset.
Angry Iguana 112. Right on YouTube. I'm going to show you Daniel Larson. Is the body cam or crying like a bitch?
The crying like a bitch.
Crying like a bitch. Now, this guy, Bobby Nick, very astutely named him the real life Gargamel. He named him real life Gargamel. So let's look at our friend Daniel Larson, aka the real life Gargamel, crying like a bitch. He's another one of Scott's favorite locales right here on Scott's Hole, right here on the Vibe. Let's check out what Daniel Larson's up to.
Bitch, Bobby's a bitch. Bobby's a bitch.
He's complaining about his father being a bitch. Crying like a bitch.
Fucking bitch. Bobby's a bitch. Bobby's a bitch. Bobby's a bitch.
What is that all about, Scott? Okay. Now, are these? I was trying to figure out if this was real or he's trying to like do things to get like get fake sympathy or something, Scott.
Okay, so if you go to the channel and watch the whole video, this is some of what you'll see. And this is, I was only able to make a small clip out of the whole video because Daniel Larson throws the N-word around a lot. But see, what happened was he had kind of his handler, his name was Bob. The guy that kind of took care of him. And him and Bob in this video gets into it in the car. Bob's had enough of him. And you'll hear him have a fist fight. So there's some violence in it and they have a fist fight. And as Daniel Larson gets kicked out of the car, and the guy drives away and runs over Daniel Larson's foot. And that's why Bob's a bitch. That's why Bob's a bitch.
Well, I thought you were saying Dad's a bitch or something like that. But if you want to see these in the full length, that thing that Scott was just describing right there, our great mod Matt, he just threw up the Angry Iguana link right there, so I didn't have to. There you go. So if you want to kind of get the full context of that, that's where you go. Most and all Bobbies, says our friend the Chunkster checking in, buddy. All right.
He butt cheeks, use the Chunkster.
He butt cheeks, buddy. All right, so let's go on. I got another Daniel Larson here. We're just having fun. Yes, Scott.
You can play this if you want or don't want it. I don't want to put too many whole things on you. But what this one is he gets arrested at a college, and he's delusional. He's always thinking he's a star, and he thinks he's got on that particular clip, he thinks he has an interview with Deion Sanders.
On this clip where he's getting arrested, he telling convincing. Okay, well, we definitely got to look at this.
But he doesn't.
I would imagine, knowing what we know about this guy, Scott, I was going to imagine that was not the truth right off the bat, and be surprised if it was. But this is the real life Gargamel, Daniel Larson, one of Scott's favorite, kind of internet locales. Let's see his arrest cam.
Led to security trying to kick me off property, and then I was told that, well, I have an interview inside with Deion Sanders, and I was told that I don't. And then I was told I'm not a student when I am a student.
Let's stand up real quick. Let's get you out of this corner.
Okay. Led to security trying to kick me off property, and then I was told that, well, I have an interview inside with Deion Sanders.
With Deion Sanders?
And,
you can't even go to KFC and meet Colonel Sanders.
And then I was told I'm not a student when I am a student.
Let's stand up real quick. Let's get you out of this corner.
What did he think he was going to talk to Deion Sanders about, Scott?
I don't know. See, I've seen and again, if you go to the Angry Iguana channel, you can see the full length arrest video. That's a whole long video there. He gets arrested, and Daniel Larson's now in jail for facing 60 years and will probably never get out.
Is he that guy?
Yeah, because he's a menace to society and himself, man. There's not a whole lot of clips I can use to him because he's always walking around in the streets beating himself in the face, and he's a dine and dasher, man. It's just mayhem everywhere he goes. So, and he's always threatening lives and stuff.
So it's finally catching up to him.
Yeah, so he's in jail. He's in like a mental facility jail right now where he's facing 60 years, and he'll probably never get out because he's not right, man. He's dangerous.
Damn. That looks like they might be doing us a favor keeping him off the streets from what Scott has showed us in Scott's Hole. But now, Scott, we could talk about good old Tammy now. What's Tammy been up to lately? You seen any lives lately?
Yeah. I've gone up to her, and I think it was yesterday or the day before, but she's starting to get mad, a little bit grouchy again, and some lady was pulled up beside her, and she started yelling. I think I caught it on the tail end of one of these clips. She just thought the lady was spying on her, and she was yelling in her truck, so the lady, of course, is looking once in a while, and she throws a fit. So anyway, long story short, it's pretty much the same old.
Tammy gives you, she gives you something to look at. She goes, "Hey, what are you looking at?" She's like crazy. You can't help but look at her. It's like she's like a car wreck. But I got her singing country. I got her the crazy, and I got her talking in tongues. Scott, any kind of order?
Yeah, those. It doesn't really matter, I guess. If you want to end it with a song and dance, I think the country one might have been the song and dance one. But the other two is more of a look into her going crazy, because I thought we was showing the lighter side of Tammy. I wanted to remind people how crazy she is.
Yeah, Scott, because part of me, maybe I'm getting used to her, but I thought maybe she's kind of like, because we talk about how she does those videos and she's has self-awareness. I thought maybe she was kind of leveling out and not letting any of kind of the haters bother her and just kind of rolling with it. But she says she's not though. So let's see what Tammy's saying about the haters now.
I reported you're crazy.
I thought this was going to be about you, Scott. I'm like, did Scott get reported by Tammy? I'm like, 50 Shades of Craig. Scott wrote on there.
I blocked you, bitch.
I blocked you. I definitely thought it was about you. Now, Scott, I'm assuming with the pattern that you had that this is your you added the nice Guns N' Roses. You're crazy, right? There you go. Great song placement. Let's watch it one more time. She's fucking crazy.
Crazy. I reported you're crazy. I blocked you, bitch. Last time you came to my...
Yep, I think, oh, Scott trying to get her on the show, and this is what she did. Interesting version of You're Crazy by Guns N' Roses, Scott.
Yeah, I couldn't find. That's the selection I could get. They didn't have. I was originally looking just for a clean acoustic one of it, and it was a live version, I guess, there or something.
Oh yeah, boys and chat family from Chris Popke, Duke of the Dog Dick Verse. Checking on a Friday, buddy. Right, just in time for Scott's Hole is where we're at right now. We're down in Scott's Hole. And we'll play a song at the beginning, at the end of this feature. I got Tammy talking in tongues.
Yeah, it's just more the crazy.
And who was our friend that joined us last week that is a Tammy fan? I can't remember the screen name now, but somebody came in knowing everything plus what you knew about Tammy, right?
Yeah.
I blame weed. So we got some Tammy fans out there, but here you go. She does talk in tongues sometimes, and Scott caught her in Scott's Hole right here on the Vibe. Let's watch Tammy.
They got me pissed, you guys. They got me pissed, you guys.
Ozzy, Bloodbath in Paradise.
I can't help it.
See, and that's out without any of those shake effect filters, Scott. She's plenty scary on her own.
This was after she got mad at the lady that was parked next to her. And she jumped in her truck, she jammed the radio up and revved her truck up, man, and just put it in reverse and got a new spot. And this is what she did as soon as she got to her spot.
So she rages out when people notice that she might be fucking acting crazy, and then relocates herself, and then just kind of this is her coming down off of it, huh?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I don't know. Ooh, God, I don't know, man. I know you get hypnotized like many men do when you see certain body parts or something, Scott. You get hypnotized. You gotta like, maybe she's not that bad kind of thing.
Surprisingly decent armpits. Surprisingly decent armpits.
Going back to the armpits, Not the Beast checks in. He was with us last night. We got all burnt up last night. Cheers, everyone. I had a blast on Replayables last night. Tick-Hal or Tick-Hall. Yeah, Not the Bees was our guest last night on Replayables, and we just kept smoking and joking, man. How you doing, Not the Bees? Checking in. Let's watch this last Tammy video right here in kind of Scott's Hole. We're doing some low-cal tipping, as some people have called it in the chat right here. Let's watch Tammy. Oh. Like in that other video, she's scary at regular speed, Scott. She doesn't need this. Like some people need this to make them like look interesting or look more, like to a scare factor, but she doesn't need it. Tammy is a special lady, says Kahuna. I don't know about that, Scott. I don't know about that. That's crazy. Oh shit! Here you go. Let's continue. Kahuna, thanks for jumping in on the Vibe today. I think he's convinced Terry that Scott could fix her. I think he's trying to convince. That's why we're trying to. Kind of why we do this segment here on the Vibe. Let me see. Now, the last thing I do have in here is just this. Somebody made a cool AI video of, and there's some of these people I don't know. These kind of locales, if you will.
Yeah, because see, this is just the ones that I've showed you. There's a list of them. These are kind of, I'm putting together like a locale band, like trying to get like 5 or 6 of my favorite ones. And so if you're into locales, you'll recognize World of T-shirts and King Cobra and the white Bowser and Tofia Chu. There's all kinds of celebrities or locale celebrities in here that you guys might not recognize.
And that's why we call this Scott's Hole, because we are deep in Scott's Hole. This is all kind of stuff he loves. And he mentioned a couple names that I don't recognize, but maybe many of you do. And so, look, Scott, you said you wanted a band. Well, like everything else in the world, AI can do it for you, buddy. Exactly. So here is some of those people that you mentioned, AI, in a band, just like Scott dreamed up. Look for your favorite locale here. And you can look at Cyrax playing drums. There's Daniel Larson singing. Where did they get the kids' pictures of him? That's creepy, bro.
That's one of the t-shirts.
Yeah.
It's to feature.
Yeah, if you know certain ones, you can. Robert Pena checks in on the vibe. Cyrac with the scabs. Daniel Larson.
King Cobra.
JFS World Order. See? There you go, guys. But that's how we do it in Scott's Hole. You know, Scott, and we got some great people in this chat family, buddy, as you know. Totally talented people in this chat family. A matter of fact, the one and only Chris Popke came up with the theme that we started off this show with, called Scott's Hole, right? Down in the hole, smoking Scott's bowl like this.
Down in Scott's hole. Smoking a bowl.
So let's do that on our way out of this segment right here.
Down in Scott's hole. Smoking a bowl. She liked to fly, but Tammy's wings have been denied.
God. That's right, folks. I'm glad you guys have fun with this segment. You guys have so much fun, Scott. There was it the chunkster that said, we got your locals, and you're basically tipping locals, didn't he?
Yes, he is.
That's right. So we kind of started out calling this a Scott's Hole, and that's fun, and that's a lot of fun. But like I said, the talented Chris Popke, the ideas are always flowing, Scott. So maybe we'll do one at the beginning and one at the end. But I got a new theme for you. We are local tipping. Let's wrap up this segment with Scott Fitzpatrick. A new theme by Chris Popke.
Yeah.
He's singing by Chris Popke. Produced by Chris Popke. Catering by Chris Popke.
Local tipping, local tipping, local tipping. Tammy makes Scott hard. Start fights in his yard. Tammy lives in a truck. Scott's down to fuck. Local tipping, local tipping, local tipping.
Ooh, that's
How about that? The talented Chris Popke with local tipping. That's so good. That deserves a second play because that's everybody's first time hearing it. So why don't we do this? Let's enjoy it one more time. It gives me time to thank Chris Popke and Scott and everybody for having this crazy fun with us and doing some local tipping.
Tammy makes Scott hard. Start fights in his yard.
Choke on that one.
Tammy lives in a truck.
Scott's down to fuck.
Local tipping. Local tipping. Local tipping.
And that's how we have fun here on The Vibe, thanks to this great chat family. Scott is coughing and getting off on all of that stuff.
Is he saying down? Is he saying down the well?
Yeah, he sent me. Yeah, but my boy Popke, he's a perfectionist. I don't think he'll mind me telling that. He was like, hey, like, he sent me like a version and then another version. But the one he had the lyrics in the one. Fuck.
That's fire, Popke. Thanks.
That's fire, Popke. Yeah,
it is.
Thank you, buddy. Not the Beast checking in. Well, there you go.
Oh,
everybody's going to be singing that the rest of the day, and I hope it will remind you of the fun that you have right here on The Vibe. Yeah, Scott, you coughing and getting off on that one. Like, he says, Tammy lives in a truck, bam, lamb, he's down to fuck. He's down to fuck. Scott's down to fuck. That was probably my favorite line from that song. Scott is DTF, and that's what we do here on The Vibe. All right, let me see. Everybody's gonna be hanging low cow tipping LOL from the great Chris Popke. Talented ass people in this community, helping me out and making our show better and a lot more fun. Speaking of fun, why don't we keep the fun going? You know, we did them on Mondays. We did it on Wednesday, and now it's Friday, and we're going to see what the stars have in mind for us coming up in this weekend. As you guys throw your horoscopes in the chat, your astrological signs, I make my way over to my horoscope reading studio, caress my crystal balls ever so gently, and I bring you your Friday Soulful Horoscope Readings. Let's do that now, folks. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BF's Soulful Horoscope Readings. And that's not the only bit. That last segment that we did, Scott's Hole, that got another name due to the talented Chris Popke. Things were kind of happening on the show, and I said something in context one day, and Chris Popke did this, and we came up with a co-name for this segment too. You know what it is. This is your Friday Rock You Like a Horoscope segment, folks. We're going to see what the stars have in mind for us going into this weekend. The weather's pretty good here. I'm going to go to the movies tonight. I hope everybody's looking forward to having a good weekend and doing something good this upcoming weekend. I'm going to read you your Soulful Horoscope Readings. Oh, I got to put on my porn/horoscope reading music to set a proper mood here, right here on the vibe. Let's do it, folks. Let's get sexy with it. I see the horoscopes coming in. Dream Man was dancing to that song. Thank you again, Chris Popke, for the fun, man. Widow Killer says, love the line, Tammy makes Scott hard. Tammy makes Scott hard. I heard that. Not the Bees checks in. Our guest on Replayables last night first with Virgo, and I happen to be a Virgo. So this is for Not the Bees. This is for myself, and this is for all the Virgos joining us today. This is our Friday. Virgo, foster open conversations with your closest people. Consider addressing any rumors or doubts directly to clear the air. You may have the tools to bridge gaps between conflicting parties. Write down your thoughts and dreams and stay grounded. Virgo, keep your feet in the ground and keep reaching for the stars, Virgo. That's for me and all the Virgos, like Not the Bees, joining us today on this segment. Just a Guess, you're number one. He checks in with Taurus. This is for my friend Just a Guess and all the Taurus joining us this Friday. This is your Friday Soulful Horoscope Reading. Taurus, nobody does it like the bull, and I always think of Stephen Bull when I think of Taurus. Take it easy and trust that everything will fall into place eventually, Taurus. There is no reason to rush into a decision or make sudden changes. You may work extremely hard to have fun with friends this weekend, but it could all be worth it. There you go. Work hard, play hard. That is for Just a Guess and all the Taurus joining us today as I move on down the line and read the next Soulful Horoscope Reading. Is Andrew okay? Andrew is okay. He's always okay. He's probably just sleeping a little bit. I can take him out of there. I'll put him backstage, Darren. I'm gonna put him backstage real quick. Darren looks like he might want to tend to him, or he's checking on him as I continue on. Taurus gang for Spurk Snake, you just got it. Our next one up is Tiffany Washington, and she would like Leo. So this is for Tiffany Washington and all the Leos joining us today. Here we go, Leo. Tiffany Washington. Chase what truly makes you happy, Leo. If you're unsure what it is, turn inward for clarity. And be open to inspiration from the universe that may come in the form of subtle signs. It might be important for your goals to align with your loved one's goals, Leo. That is your Friday Soulful Horoscope Reading. Tiffany Washington and all the Leos joining us today. Tiffany Washington, hey, hey, and hugs from Spurk Snake. Hot Pocket Andrew from Andrew the Giant 96, FJM. Capricorn? I believe you mean Capricorn. So I'm going to read this for Terry Nee and any other Capricorns joining us today. This is your Friday. From my Capricorn friends, You may wipe the slate clean when the day is done, Capricorn. Dive into the upcoming weekend with fresh energy and a new sense of life. A delightful surprise could await you, especially in the company of loved ones who may lift your spirits. You're going to get visited by family, Terry, and have to cook for them on Father's Day. I just read between the lines for you there, buddy. That was your Soulful Horoscope reading. Hugs and... What's that? Oh, here we go.
Hang on a second.
All right. You know, put you backstage?
No, I'm good. The mailman just came up and I was smoking weed and I was kind of embarrassed.
Oh. Get the fuck away. I'm smoking weed. I'm doing the show, goddammit. All right, well, let's continue on here. I'll bring Andrew in back in a minute. I see you waving like you're on a roller coaster, buddy. I'm going to give it another minute. I'm going to do, Bobby Nick is muted. I'm going to do Cancer. This is going to be for Scott Fitzpatrick. This is going to be for Brian Clauder and all the Cancers joining us today. Here's your Friday Soulful Horoscope reading, Scott. Cancer, what you want may come to you if you do your part to make it real. You could be given a gift or some sound advice that makes you confront your expectations. A rare and unexpected chance could result in prayers being answered. Cancer, for Scott Fitzpatrick. For Brian Clauder and all the Cancers joining us today, that was your Friday. Spurge Snake, the private detective over here, says, I saw the mailman. I saw him in your glasses, Scott.
I'm so fucking embarrassed right now. I guess I shouldn't be or whatever, but...
As long as he's not a snitch, man. He's not going to snitch you out, is he? But no, you're legal where you're at.
Back in the day, you know how we used to always hide. I still got that want to hide it.
Oh, bro, like I was out in public like a couple months ago, and I was like doing all this and being sheepish, and some dude noticed me, and he goes, "Bro, it's legal now." I'm saying, them fucking instincts will never leave me, Scott. Nope. That shit, I'll be always been like this. That shit will never leave me. So there you go. Look, Terry Nee said, Scott, you are allowed. It's allowed because it's legal. I have a male lady. Happy Pride Month, says our friend Chris Popke. Well, there you go. You got a male lady.
Hello, Frisco.
You got the mailman. All right. Where'd that music go? All right. Bobby Nick, you were muted. I'm going to do Vegetarius for Bobby Nick and all my Vegetarius/Sagittarius friends joining us for this version. You're ready, Bob. I saw you were muted earlier, so I waited for you for this. All right.
You don't think they're calling the cops, do you?
But I'm calling the cops. It's legal, Scott.
That's what you worry about. Like I still feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, oh shit, these two things ain't supposed to be happening at the same time. Yep. Let's do Vegetarius for Bobby Nick and all the Sagittarius friends joining us today for this Friday. Let's see. Transparency builds trust, so keep everything above board. If you are single, you may be considering a romantic commitment. Yeah. Like asking for exclusivity with Wendy or taking a relationship to the next level with Wendy. I'll throw that in now. Do what feels right in your heart. Listen to your heart, Bobby Nick and Sagittarius. When it's calling for you, that's right, there's nothing else you can do. I'm going to bring Andrew in. Everybody was concerned about you, Andrew. You're Pisces, right, buddy?
Fuck.
Yeah. All right, well, while he's still kind of with us, I'm going to read Pisces. This is for Andrew, and this is for all the other Pisces joining us on this fun Friday. This is your Friday Soulful Horoscope reading, Andrew. Be smart with your money and purchases. Don't fall for flashy items, Andrew, like women. Look deeper to uncover hidden gems that could prove valuable over the long term, Pisces. You could be unexpectedly relieved of one of your financial obligations or a debt, Andrew. Oh.
Who is Pisces with me?
Say that again.
Is anyone Pisces with me?
We got any other Pisces in the chat, Andrew would like to know. Shout out if you're a Pisces. Fuck yeah, Andrew. Duck Juice says Matt checking in. All right, well, we did everybody on screen. We got Virgo, we got Cancer, we got Vegetarius, and we even got Pisces for Andrew. So this is the last call. If I don't see any more, we'll do them again on Monday because we do them on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays to see what the stars have in mind for us at the beginning, the middle, and the end of the week. That was your Friday. Like a horoscope. Horoscope. Or your Soulful Horoscope Reading. Hey, are you feeling lost in search of life's answers? Well, search no further. This is BS Soulful Horoscope Reading. That's right. Oh, I didn't switch back. We're having it. I forgot my production value. Too many buttons to hit. We're having it, and we're doing it right here on the Vibe. At the same time, man, Bobby Nick is with us. I told Bob not to step on your toes, so he bumped it to 7. I appreciate the lookout, fat pig. Matt was a Pisces, so you got yours along with Andrew. How about those Oilers? Oilers?
Edmonton Oilers.
Oh, the Edmonton Oilers. I don't know why I went to football right away there, Popke. Where does that series stand at, Andrew? Is that tied 2-2 now, or they up 3-1?
I believe so. So I haven't been keeping up with it.
I
don't have cable.
Because you don't have cable. Well, if you want to hook up Andrew with there's all his links right there. I'm throwing up on the screen at the same time with Andrew. Let's have some fun. Let's keep having some fun here. Matter of fact, let me play this next thing I got for you, and let's keep on going here. I got a deleted scene from RoboCop. I love the movie RoboCop from back in the day, guys.
Oh yeah.
Although you said you never seen it.
I never seen it.
But you kind of I can't believe that, Scott. I figured you'd be down RoboCop. He also told us, Bobby Nick, that he's never seen Spaceballs.
No.
What the fuck?
And the reason we knew that is because Mel Brooks is bringing back. He's going to do Spaceballs 2. It's supposed to come out in 2027, and we watched a little.
Is he really?
Yeah, we watched a little preview courtesy of Widow Killer. He threw it into Discord for me. Yeah, but where's the thing that I was going to show? But RoboCop, I thought, and it's kind of really weird, like the futuristic as far as the video everywhere and the overall surveillance and state of the city and all. But I have a deleted scene from RoboCop. I want to share with you guys right here on the Vibe, guys. Watch this. You'll definitely remember the robot when you see it, Scott. Even though you didn't see the movie, you'll get this deleted scene. It takes a second to figure out what's going on, doesn't it? Got a deleted scene, bro. They couldn't show this back in the day.
That was a rated X cut.
Yeah, they were trying to get away from the R rating.
I am a robot.
There you go. I just want to share. I want to share that deleted scene with you. Oh, look at it. Scott's got a dog. Scott's dog. Andrew gets it 100%, says Matt. What's the Spurgeon he's covering his eyes? Let's see. Peter Weller, not Wells. Yeah, Peter Weller played the RoboCop. Matt is laughing at that. They got Peter Weller to do the voice and motion capture for the newest RoboCop Rogue City games. That is cool. I love the old school stand-up arcade OG RoboCop game that came out. And I like the version that they had on the original Nintendo NES system too. Played that a lot as well. So I enjoyed that as a video game. I was hoping you guys would be as sick as I am and enjoy that kind of clip right there on the Vibe. Having fun. This is what we do. Positive vibes. I want to talk about like a morning TV. When I used to get up every morning, I had a ritual of like watching certain cartoons, or sometimes my mother would have the TV on and we watch whatever. Bob, did you have any favorite things you like to watch in the morning, help you wake up before you went to school and all? Or did you just get up and go?
Yeah, I did. I don't remember though. I think there was a couple of morning cartoons or something. I can't
certain channels.
What they were,
well,
yeah.
Even like, but my parents and all, they always had like the news on and stuff. And here in the States, we had a show called Good Morning America, Bobby Nick. That was kind of always on, and it was like a crack of dawn show, like a national show on TV. Scott, you remember Good Morning America from back in the day, many years ago?
Yeah. I remember.
I thought you might. And this is going really even way back to the days where Muhammad Ali was alive. This is when Muhammad Ali was on Good Morning America with the old host. His name just left my fucking brain. You'll remember when I say, God damn, I just had it and it just slipped my brain. But here you go, David, whatever his name. Well, you'll see what happens.
Schwarzenegger is here. You know him? Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know him?
Schwarzenegger.
Whoa!
I didn't say that. You said that.
Which is
Arnold Schwarzenegger of a
I
very.
didn't say that.
I didn't
You
say
fucking
Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's his name. You.
Molly fucking with him the whole time.
9 minutes before 8 right now. Muhammad Ali is still with us, and also Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Wow, the days when people just had a little bit lighter a sense of humor, and look who caused this, but him.
Yeah, Schwarzenegger is here. You know him? Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know him?
Schwarzenegger.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Ali
say
instigated
that.
this.
Which is
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You remember David Hartman, Terry E. Boomer? I'm a baby boomer. Not even I was a baby.
Schwarzenegger. That's his name. You. 9 minutes before
David
8
Hartman.
right now. Muhammad Ali is still with us, and also Arnold Schwarzenegger.
There you go. Oh, Arnold instigating the racial humor a long time ago when things were maybe just a little bit lighter. RoboCop Rogue City Unfinished Business is coming out July 17th. Our friend Widow Killer lets us know. And Dream Man was laughing at that one. You boomer, says Terry. You remember that from back in the day. That's just kind of stuff we grew up with early in the morning. All right, what are we going to do? How about if we do this? How about we do some whack tracks? Because I got some whack tracks stacking up here. So I got a little thing for that. Let's get into some whack tracks. And we got a particular theme here because this involves somebody that we might know here. Whack tracks. Just like crazy, wacky music song or videos and things of this nature. This one I got some more exclusive footage. Not like that, much like that RoboCop thing was exclusive footage. I got some footage. Thank you, Terry Nee, for sending me. This is some footage of Terry Nee and his wife enjoying himself. And, Terry Nee says every day is Friday because he's kind of retired now. Here's him and the wife dancing at the old age home. Get it, Terry. Get it, Terry. Get it, Mr. and Mrs. Nee. Come on. You ain't never seen I got exclusive Terry Nee video. All right, now that's not so bad in itself, right, guys? But I'm going to show you a couple tracks here now, Scott. Right. Now, we've often wondered. A couple times we've looked in the future and thought how much hell we might raise if we end up ever in one of these nursing homes or something, buddy. Right?
Yeah.
Because we hear about them always they're always going around fucking and having sex, and so we were imagining what kind of people we would be in that environment, buddy. And I'm but it's not always great in that environment. And I wonder if these next couple of things, if I show you, Scott, I want to know how you would feel about this, or I don't know how I would feel. But watch this. Here's some nursing home, more nursing home theme. It's the theme for Whack Tracks today, since Terry Nee sent that one. Watch this. So they got this woman in here. This is their entertainment now, Scott. We're thinking that we're going to be blasting Metallica and shit when we go into these places, right?
Right.
So here they are forming you on a line in a group, and this is your life now. And I'm wondering, I don't think I could sit through this, Scott. I might roll my wheelchair out in the street from this. But let's watch this. And she's singing about their pain and their cane and all this shit. Taking bowel movement. What the fuck? I want to hear our music, Scott. I don't want to be put in a corner in a chair and subject to this shit.
We just wrote this a few days ago, and I'm so excited. That was our first premiere right here.
This looks like a fucking hostage situation, guys. This don't look like entertainment to me. This looks like people sitting here against their will going, I got to sit through this shit.
We grooving, taking bowel movements.
And then they're just reminding you of your shit. Making fun of you, basically. Hey, I just shit myself the other day. That ain't funny. Terry's old lady is a G-MILF.
And I'm so excited. That was our first premiere right here. You got aches, you got pains, da-da-da, da-da-da. So groove with your king, da-da-da. We moving, we grooving, taking bowel movements.
All right, this is the nursing home that Dorothy kept threatening her mother with on the Golden Girls, says Widow Killer. Right. Right, like this looks like hell to me. But I'll show you some other examples of this and see. Maybe I'm making more out of it than what it is. Maybe it's not really that bad. I'll show you another one. But I'm just imagining. I see 1 or 2 or 3 of these, and I'm imagining, Scott. When we imagine we would be rocking the place, I'm like, what if I get in here and this happens and I can't get away?
Pays the bills, my kind of man. With the cats and kids, yo, I drive a minivan. Drive a minivan. Drive a minivan. With the cats and kids.
Kill me. Please kill me now. Somebody's saying that in the corner, Scott.
Drive a minivan. Hey. Tour and sold out shows with my kids and my man. Yo, mini van. With my cats and my man.
Look at the people look, they're like, just can we just please end my life now, please? Can we? They're looking for the contracts where they can sign the Dr. Kevorkian deal or something. I don't know. They have in Vietnam.
Is that fucking Kesha? Jesus
I don't know.
Christ.
More like catch up. I don't know what to pull the plug, says Bobke. Right? please, just take me now. Pull my plug, please. Poor guy is thinking, I stormed the beaches of fucking Normandy for this. Homeless Hoopy says, God, I want to die by 75. If this is what I have to look forward to. Exactly. Terry Nee says, I'm on the highway to nap. I don't know, guys. Oh, unnecessary echo. Well, look, maybe once again, maybe I'm being a little judgy. Maybe it's not that bad. But Scott, like I said, I'm like, if I'm in this situation, I'm going to make sure that this don't happen to me. I'm going to be like, let me play the music. Let me do some entertainment here. Or just push me out in the street if I got to put up with this.
Judy, that's my mama's day. Going to Walmart is Judy's day. Yeah, those sales sure are great. Let's go on a Walmart day.
Like, I think it's fairly safe to say without knowing these people that rap isn't their particular genre. I'm just going to go out on a limb on that one right there.
Walmart, we are like a store, something up to Walmart. Can you push me over there?
Can you push me out the door in the street, please?
Big booty Judy, that's my mama's day. Going to Walmart is Judy's day. Yeah, those sales sure are great. Let's go on a Walmart.
Why are white women rappers breaking into retirement homes? And why is it always middle-aged white women? Where are all the white women at? Apparently, they're harassing elderly people in nursing homes in this segment of kind of whack tracks right here on the Vibe. And I wish I could say that was the end of it, but I feel for these old people, Scott. I feel like, I kind of DJ'd, as I've told you guys many times. And I like to read the room and see what I think the people maybe liked in their generation when they were in their teens and 20s and in some of their better years, right? And then maybe they would enjoy a couple of those memories, maybe a little more than this next thing I'm going to show you right here. Holy shit. She's not done yet, folks.
In the nursing home, then I got banned from that nursing home. These elderly are all alone, making them laugh right, sleepy moan. No one can hold me down. I'm in the zone. Don't call my phone. Gotta go to the nursing home.
That's where I'm at, you dumb bitch.
All lives matter. Let them laugh. All lives matter. All lives matter. We just get laugh. All lives matter. All lives matter. We just get laugh. All lives matter.
Peed my pants.
Went viral.
So all she's doing is like reminding them of how miserable, like, yeah. And I'm stuck in here listening to you dumbass. All right. Let me see if I'll show you one. I might have 1 or 2 more of these. And then when we do this segment next time, I'll have a whole different topic for you. But right now, this is like these people, like Terry Nee says in the chat, they're being tortured. These are kind of whack tracks, nursing home edition.
Got a chick, so ain't got no teeth. Beat person, breast got pain all in your neck, in your back, in your crack, got aches all in your veins. Run it back, run it back. We gon'
Just like reading a list of symptoms, Scott.
You're right.
You got terminal cancer. You're gonna die next week, motherfucker. You're gonna be dead real soon. You got a terminal illness. You shit yourself every day. That's elder abuse. I'm glad that you guys agree with me. Because I started getting 1 of these in my algorithm, and then I got 2, and then I've got 3, and I'm like, what is this woman doing abusing these people? Even though Homeless Hoobie says Gramps trying to get some in there. There you go. I just want to live long enough that my son has to wipe my ass. says Terry Nee. He's looking for payback. He's like, I did it for you. You better do it for me. All right, well, I'm going to show you one more thing here, and then we'll get on to another, hopefully, fun segment for you right here on the Vibe. Oh, well, it's not our minivan. It's not our, it's not our nursing home girl, but let's leave you on a different kind of note here. This is definitely a whack track. That's what we're doing here on the Vibe. Come on, everybody, it's Friday.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Fucking Gene Simmons if he transitioned, for Christ's sake.
I would gladly gift a grandparent a blow dart setup. Still better than the nursing home lady. Gene Simmons, that's a good point, Bobby Nick. Playing bass.
Yeah.
Come on, Bobby, let's go party. Ha ha ha.
That's a man, baby. Holy moly. Well, there you go, folks. I hope now you understand why I called that whack tracks. That was particularly the nursing home edition with that little one with Gene Simmons, trainee Gene Simmons at the end. Maybe, there you go. Wow, that was crazy. Yeah, guys, I'm glad you guys feel the same way about that, because I'm like, I felt so bad for those old people, Bobby Nick. I'm like, that's like torture, bro.
I know.
It's like, we don't even like this music. My grandkids played it. I got into this home so I wouldn't have to hear that shit again. And now she's in my face singing this. Just kill me now, please. Oh my God. Slurpee emojis are being utilized by Just a Guess, and that indicates that BF Live The Vibe is different. We are about positive vibes and fun and silly shit like that. Yoko Ono doesn't look too good nowadays, says a dream man checking in on The Vibe. Andrew is in the zone that I want to be in, with that focus, says our friend Homeless Hoovy checking in right here on The Vibe. What time is it? It's 2:31. That means we're in the last half hour of The Vibe, but we're not done having fun yet, folks. What do I got? Oh, no, I checked off the wrong thing. I did that. There we go, nursing home edition. And we... Holy shit. That was funny, bro, because I was looking away and thought that somebody was legit screaming. That shit was funny.
That scared the shit out of me.
Did you too, Bobby Nick? You weren't looking at the time?
Oh.
Wow.
What the fuck was that?
I've been watching. He's woke Andrew up a couple of times.
Darren's I think I saw his arm go away. It looked like he's holding up this doing some noises. He's trying to keep our boy Andrew awake and alert for the vibe.
Nice job, buddy.
Like, bro, Andrew's eyebrows moved first. Yeah, it's always that move. It's always like, is this worth even me opening the rest of my eye for? It's always with the brows first go up first. Yeah, it's like, I don't know if this is something even worth a whole eye open for. There you go. That's our boy Andrew here on The Vibe. I love having fun with you guys. Let me see what else I got left for you. I'm blowing my load here on this Friday. I got some old, all kind of videos in here in my hopper here. So let me make sure I play all the good stuff for you. Friday Vibes, I played that. Oh, I want to show you guys this. We'll have fun with this, and then maybe we should we'll probably end the show and end the week doing probably our Juicy Man Meat and Bricked Up segments, and then we'll come back and do our plugs. But I have some video about this car that was caught at a border apparently, or caught by authorities, and it had a little bit of drugs in it, guys. Let's check out this video right here. There's a little bit of drugs. Let's everybody get a pen and paper and keep track of what they pull out of this car. All right, so they're at the tailpipe, right? You're not gonna believe the amount and the places they're gonna find shit.
Whoa.
Now this is a common one, Scott. I was ready for this one. I've seen it, heard about this one in the tire. This is 101, right? This is smuggling 101. Keep watching. Drugs are bad. Okay. Watch this. Look at the stacks of cash, guys. Wads of cash. You think they're done? Watch this. Camera in the thing. Look at that, bro. They went through the trouble to put that in the vent. You think they're done?
10 minutes, 20 minutes ago, babe.
I'll let you know that we're coming up on halfway through the video. Airbag, fuck an airbag, guys. Look at this. Like literally anything that they could move or affect, they put drugs in. And not the same kind, Scott. Like every drug is different. Like just get in with, just tape it all in there, whatever you can get in here. The party mobile, says Popke. They're not done yet. We still got a minute to go on this video, guys. Let's look at the gas tank. Sudafed, I use that. Yeah, that's why we got to sign all for it, because they think we're doing this with it, Space Nerd. That's why you got to sign your name when you get it at our pharmacy. Look at this headrest, Scott. Fucking lockbox. How much time did it take to tear apart this car and put all this shit in it, Scott?
Yeah.
God damn.
I'm gonna need to see your ID, man.
Can you insert something additional to 19 to 7? How's that one available?
How about that? They pulled all of that shit out of one car. Have you ever seen so much shit taken out of one? Good.
I watched things like Locked Up Abroad and stuff like that before. And what happens? Sometimes what happens in a situation like that, a person that was driving that car might have been hired, and they might have been thinking they was smuggling some marijuana in a tailpipe, and they might not even know about the rest of that stuff that was loaded in the car.
Can you imagine that? Terry Nee says, I call fake. I don't know, bro. You saw the detail in which, and the amount and the quantity of everything, bro. That is, man, if they did that for just for a video, that's an elaborate ruse, buddy. I mean, just every like orifice or any kind of accessible area of the car they put a different type of drug in. I've seen like a bunch of cocaine found in a door panel or something, or the tire thing, but I've never seen that much and that variety of all the places being used in one vehicle like that.
I also didn't know they had a wand now that could detect drugs.
Yeah, I was wondering about that too, Scott. I'm like, what do you set it for? Cocaine or something like that? Like cocaine or money? Yeah, or maybe it picked up the blocks, or I think they can pick up like masses, Scott. I think some of them like solid masses. I think that's a big thing for detection too nowadays. That was real. Was that real, or was that just for educational purposes? Well, I can't speak to the validity of it then on my own opinion. I think there was a lot of variety in that. It could have been just a training video and it just made its way out there. But like I say, but it is educational in that you don't want to do that. And like Scott says, get caught abroad. And that's a more you know from us. Like, drugs are bad, especially when you smuggle them in every part of the car you can. Okay.
You think you're sneaking over a couple of pounds of weed, and it turns out to be all that shit.
And you're like, I didn't bring in methamphetamine. What you talking about? They just wanted me to carry some simple weed over the border or something. Andrew's caregiver plays for the Buccaneers on his days off. Maybe. Tin box in his headrest with a padlock. Illogical, says Terry Nee. But also Terry Nee, think of this. That was credit cards and passports. So that was the stuff that probably had the most kind of street market value, because everybody can get drugs, right? So maybe they wanted to keep that shit right there because, like, I'm going to make sure that I got the most valuable shit. I don't know. That's why we have fun watching it here. You can speculate on your own. Yes. I report, you decide. Yes, Andrew.
How many passports was in there?
At least 5 of them. You want one?
That would be major fraud.
Major ground control to major fraud. All right, well, let's take a little musical interlude right here on the Vibe, and then we're going to go into our sexy segments as we wind down this last half hour and this fun week of shows with this awesome chat family right here. Now, how about a little Blink 182? Yes, I said Blink 182.
And I'm so sorry. I cannot sleep. I cannot dream tonight. I need somebody in no ways. This sick, strange darkness comes creeping up. So haunting every time I me. You're born out victimized, like in this shit I call you. And hear your voice of treason, or you come home and stop this pain tonight. Stop this pain tonight. Don't waste your time on me. You already the voice inside my head.
The voice inside my head. Space Nerd dancing. Si, senor, it's Blink. It's Blink 182, not 182. Blink 182. All right, folks. Well, like I've been saying, it's 20 minutes. We're about to wind down this episode of The Vibe, but let's get sexy as we wind it down. We might have only done this once this week. If that, I think we just did it once this week. So I guess I owe some people. So let's do it. We're gentlemen here, so we like to go ladies first. Ladies, here comes your Friday Juicy Man Meat. Right, ladies go first here on The Vibe. This is your Juicy Man Meat, and then we'll do something in between, a little palate cleanser, and then we'll come back and get bricked up with the boys. So let's go. Have fun with your emojis. Juicy Man Meat is Space Nerd. Darren is just in time for Juicy Man Meat. It's a shame, Popke, and they are deporting these talented motherfuckers. Oh my God. Have a great day, gorgeous. Oh, Popke, you're getting ahead of yourself there. That's Andrew's line. You want to say that, Andrew? I put up the wrong banner. Sorry.
Have a great day, gorgeous.
That was supposed to there you go. That was supposed to be my Juicy Man Meat bricked up. That's what we're doing right now. We're not at the end of the show yet, folks. All right, so let's go. Let's have some content for the ladies. Oh, ladies, this is by the ladies and for the ladies and submitted by the ladies. Here comes your first piece of Juicy Man Meat. You might recognize this one.
In my undies before. It's the first time.
It's Robert Owen. It's the crocodile hunter's son. Who sent me to crocodile hunter's son and sexualizing him? How dare you?
Yes, Robert.
Oh,
Boner
no.
killer.
I would have flexed harder if I know that. I'm saying it's because I'm cold and I want to warm up. Yeah, it's not true.
God damn.
I wasn't going to dox you, nerd. I almost did. Yeah, Space Nerd did this.
That's my favorite, probably.
You can blame her for this segment. She keeps me oversupplied.
That's it. That's really cool. Never wrangled a Burundi in my undies before.
Never wrangled. That sounds like a sexual term. I never wrangled a Brindy in me undies before there, Scott Fitzpatrick. Like, I'm talking about never smashed a whore. There you go. All right, well, there's your first piece then, Space Nerd. She took responsibility for it, guys, because I tell you, I'm highly heterosexual. I don't go out and look for this stuff. But Space Nerd and others submitted to me on bflive420@gmail.com. That's how. We learned it by watching the nerd. Look, Space Nerd is, checking for, like Frankie McDonald. He's legal now, folks. Like Frankie McDonald. Did you check those girls for ID at the bar, Frankie McDonald? Well, let's see if Space Nerd check this next thing that she likely submitted. So let's see if she checked for ID on this next one. Here comes your second piece of Juicy Man Meat, likely submitted by Space Nerd. Since she outed herself, here you go, nerd. Here's your second piece of Juicy Man Meat. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that, Popke. The last video, he noticed the underwear name. Bonds are the biggest underwear company in Australia. My wife has many pairs, says Chris Popke. Oh, yeah, says Space Nerd checking in for her second piece. Yeah. There you go. Something for everybody. And this segment is just for the ladies and the gay guys and anybody that might like it. This is your Juicy Man Meat segment. As we're having fun winding down this episode and this week of shows right here on The Vibe. And I know this is a favorite of Space Nerd and other people like Mandy Diff. Here, I got one of your favorite categories, firemen.
I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no.
And I know this, I'm ashamed. By my name, I'm not talking about the name. I fell in love with somebody who doesn't even know my name, no. And I know this, I'm ashamed.
What kind of parade is this, guy? We don't like we have the local fire companies in our parade, Scott, but they're never walking around all sweaty and shirtless and shit. It's like the gay pride parade or some shit. What is this? Oh, it's
He
Australian.
spend less time in the gym and more times fighting fires.
Hey,
Hello.
Yeah, that's a suggestion from Scott Fitzpatrick. All right, Space Nerd and everybody else enjoying this. I'm going to play you one more piece of content for your segment, Juicy Man Meat, and then we're going to get on, keep the show moving. But this is your last piece, Nerd. Thank you for Space Nerd and everybody that makes our show fun. Here's your last piece of Juicy Man Meat.
I don't speak Portuguese. I can speak English.
Dale mamá con tu tacata.
I don't speak Portuguese. I can speak English.
Dale mamá con tu tacata.
All right, Space Nerd. I think we've had enough of this segment for today. But you'll have to tune in every day, Monday through Friday, to see when we do it again for the ladies. That's the only way you're going to know when I'm going to show them Juicy Man Meat.
Juicy man meat. Being up to the most, that's no lie. We hit a party time and everybody. Juicy man meat. Juicy man meat. Girls, get up straight. Yes, it's true. Get the party started. It's just for you.
Hell yeah, folks. 247, where we're coming to you from, me and Andrew on the East Coast of the United States. This is the Vibe Stream Show 324. You've been watching and or listening to on Andrew the Giant 96, on my BF Live channels, on YouTube, Rumble, and my Facebook, and Andrew's Facebook. Yes, Andrew.
Two things.
Two things. Yes. What's number one?
Did you hear about that pitcher that requested a trade because he
Spontaneous news, folks. Spontaneous sports. Sorry. Here we go. Go ahead.
In the Aaron's Valley requested a trade because he got taken out of the starting rotation.
Yes, you reported to that us as it broke yesterday right here. You're one of your Brewers. He didn't want to be in the bullpen, so he requested a trade. That one?
So,
guess
where he's going to?
Oh, let me guess, Andrew. Where's he going?
The White Sox.
Oh, I thought you were going to say my Baltimore Orioles. He's going to the White Sox. All right, well, there you go. Well, maybe he can go there and not be a team player.
Also.
Oh, story number two.
We got Andrew Vaughn in return in the deal with the White Sox.
What is his position? Is he a fellow pitcher as well? Pitcher for pitcher?
First baseman or outfield.
So they got a first baseman for this pitcher for the Brewers, who was kind of more or less demoted to go into the bullpen. And he says, I don't want to pitch from the bullpen. I think I'm a starter. You better trade me. And Andrew didn't like that. Andrew only likes team players like we like here on the Vibe. That's why we call Andrew the Human Sports Ticker, folks, because you never know when it's just going to flow out of him. And it keeps flowing. Yes, Andrew.
And you know what was funny? Yesterday was his birthday, and they wished him a happy birthday. And a lot of fans were like, wish him a happy birthday and trade him.
Get him the fuck out. Happy birthday. Out the door, bitch. That's basically what kind of Andrew is saying they did. Foot in the ass, out the birthday greetings. Well, Andrew, I know. Oh, wait a minute. He's got more. I can see him winding up. Yes, Andrew. What else you got?
And I want to give a shout out to Rob Van Dam. He is expecting at age 54.
Whoa, but what about his girlfriend?
Yeah.
RVD, Bobby Nick, right?
Jesus
Rob Van
Christ.
Dam is expecting apparently at age 54. RVD. That's no way to talk about his concurrent conditions. No, Rob Van Dam is always, he's still doing the damn thing. He's up there too. He's been doing it for decades. Shout out to Rob Van Dam. And I guess your upcoming baby, I'm assuming that your partner is having. Getting an Andrew is a great trade. There you go. How you like that, Andrew? That's a good way of spinning that. Getting any Andrew is a great trade.
Which means the 23-year-old kid is going to stay in the rotation.
The one that they called up to replace the guy that wouldn't.
Yes.
Okay, Andrew. All right. That's your Brewers update from Andrew, the Human Sports Sticker, folks. That's why we came up with the name, because you never know when it's just going to flow out of him. Andrew, we're working hard every day. Andrew is showing my show on Andrew the Giant 96, and you're getting closer to 40,000. Are you not, Andrew?
I'm actually losing a lot.
Losing a lot? Well, we can't have that, folks. We need to go over to Andrew the Giant 96 channel and make sure that the algorithm didn't push you out of Andrew's channel right there by clicking on Andrew the Giant 96, Bob.
Yeah, Bobby Friend, he lost 40 subscribers out of his 40,000 subscriers. So,
that was like 0.1%, like quite literally, like it's it's like 100th of or 1,000th of a percent or something of 40,000 approximately. Yeah, but don't fret, Andrew. Like I said, we talked about that before. Scott, I'm a pitcher. You want to be my catcher?
Hello, Frisco.
Says the gay goatee in the chat.
Play ball.
Play ball. Oh, great comeback with that. Well, Andrew, what I was getting at is that you work hard every day at this, buddy. You do No Filter on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and we're going to do some plugs about that to let you know where you can find these guys over the upcoming weekend. And then we're doing this here on Andrew the Giant 96, and my dog thinks I'm winding down the end of the show. She way early. But I'm working hard every day, Monday through Friday, trying to make this kind of money, y'all, right here on The Vibe. I'm trying to make ranch dispenser handless ranch dispenser money right here on The Vibe. Watch us. Look at this, guys. You down with that?
Whoa.
What do you think, Bob?
See, I don't like ranch, so it doesn't do anything for me. But I guess if I had a dispenser of something that I really like.
All right, so that's a fair question. What would you dispense?
I don't know what I would dispense.
See,
fucking,
it's a new...
Oh, what's that sauce at McDonald's? I'd have it dispensed.
Big Mac sauce or whatever?
No. Maybe that too. Fuck yeah. But no.
What about gravy, Bobby Nick? What about gravy? That's my choice.
Gravy's another good one.
Fuck yeah, team gravy. I would do that.
Yeah, gravy.
Get some fries. And put
sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet and
sour sauce is
that's
awesome.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make that ranch dispenser money. All right. But until then, I'm going to keep working hard every day. Showing up Monday through Friday, having fun with you guys for 3 hours a day. Are you sure that's ranch?
Yeah.
That's Chris Popke. Yeah, just like in the is that hair gel? Oh, you got hair gel in your hair. That Ben Stiller movie. All right. Well, let's continue on here, guys. I'm not sure if that's ranch, but I'm sure that I have one more segment that I promised you. And fellas, it's our turn to get semis together, and let's get bricked up.
Keep cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Bricked up, got the vibe. Singing up the world, I'm watching her thrive. The after pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Bricked up, get bricked up. Bricked up, bring me up.
That's right, fellas. It's our turn to sit around and get semis together right here on The Vibe. We're going to get bricked up. That's the segment. Oh, yeah, let's go. So let's go, guys. It's our turn. This is our segment. We'll have a few selections. Then we're going to come back and do some plugs and tell you where we're going to be after today. I'm not mad at it. All right, that's our first selection for Bricked Up here.
I'm not even paying attention. What the fuck?
As we wind down this fun week of shows right here on the Vibe. Oh, I got a repeat right there. That's the same one. Let me move down, slide my little slider down here, and we'll go to the next piece of content that I
What you watching, Andrew?
He's in some kind of trance.
I'm just looking at sports news.
Oh my God! There's tits on the screen, Andrew.
I try. Look, sports nerd, sports nerd. I said space nerd said something about maybe we could only talk for 1 minute, Bobby Nick, about sports, and I went, good luck with that, because he leaks this shit. He's the human sports ticker. So let's go. Before he leaks more sports, I'm going to show you my next piece, Andrew, of content that us guys are going to get bricked up over here. We're not looking at man ass. We're looking at this. Oh shit. Oh, we got his attention on that one, Bobby Nick.
Oh yeah, baby.
Are you thirsty, Andrew, now all of a sudden?
All the way down there. Oh my God. I'd be an alcoholic if she do that all day. You know what I'm saying?
It made me thirsty, Bobby Nick.
I wonder what pussy looks like.
Jesus Christ. That's what we get for asking Andrew to pay attention closely, I guess. Yeehaw! So our friend Widow Killer checking in. I got that. I'm down with that. All right, well, you think that one made you say yeehaw. What do you think about piece number 2 right here on the Vibe? This is going to make you say yeehaw or something. Oh, Bob Nick.
Whoa.
Yep. Big old testicles.
Think of them. Big old babies. All right.
There you go. All right. Now we're having it and we're doing it. How about 2 more pieces here on the Vibe? And they're going to make our way down the road. All right. Well, Andrew, I know you just had an issue on your wheelchair, but maybe this girl can help you fix it right here on the Vibe. This little mechanic.
Don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car. If your car fucked up, don't panic, don't trip. With these hands, baby, I can do magic, bitch. I can fix any car. If your car fucked up, don't
Widow Killer said about the last one. The second one had giant teeth.
So bad.
I didn't even notice. All right, there you go, Andrew. Maybe she can fix. Maybe she can
jiggle under that car there. Yeah.
Did we do it topless?
I guess that wasn't enough. All right, let's continue on, guys. I got one more piece of content. Let's see what Andrew and everybody thinks about this and end this fun day and this fun week of shows right here on the Vibe, getting bricked up. We got a lot of natties today, guys. I'm noticing.
Yeah,
those natties got that reliable bounce. Well, you know what?
Exactly.
I like the bikini too.
Like the bikini too. I liked it. Oh, I ain't refusing none of it. How about this? Well, let's do this last one here because that was kind of a quick one. So let's do this last one here. And this starring my favorite kind of boob. You guys know my favorite kind of boob, don't you, by now? It's under boob.
Ah. Oh.
It's a breast. It's a 2 breast. It's under boob.
Nice.
Dare I say my favorite kind of boob. All right, there you go, folks. A couple selections for the ladies, a couple selections for the guys. That was our turn. That was Brick Up.
She's cooking in the kitchen, making it right. Working with some wood, keep me up all night. Charging through the day like the queen on the throne. Everything she does got me feeling grown. Brick up, got the vibe. Thinking up the world, I'm watching her fly. The after pushing and reaching that will. But I'm in full of view, I'm staying right here. Brick up, get bricked up.
And with that, folks, I'm spent. And we are spent. That was a whole week of shows, and that was the Vibe Stream Show 324. It is officially right now 3 o'clock. We pulled this train into station right on time, so we won't consider it over Vibe when we do our plugs. Hey, Andrew, now that we got you all wide awake and everything, buddy, it's Friday. It's Friday the 13th. I hope it's been a good one for you. Tell everybody where they can find you the rest of the weekend.
If you enjoy tits and ass and a few buttholes, follow that Honey Butcher guy on Twitter. And if you want...
And Chicks with Dicks.
Chickswithdicks.com. We used to have to part inventory for Andrew sometime on his horny wheelchair guy, because you're like, Andrew, you realize some of these girls have extra parts, don't you? Yeah. So we have to do a part inventory for some of Andrew's
Also, make sure you tune in Sunday for my return to the Truly Network.
To the Truly Network. What time, Andrew? About 7? Between 7 and 8? Yes, between 7 and 8. Anything else, buddy?
And subscribe to Bobby Nick 1978. Tonight is the Lunatic Lunatic Lounge.
You got her, buddy.
Well, look at Andrew. He's even getting the advance word on Bobby Nick's plugs, which we all need a pen and paper for and kind of get ready for. I want to thank you, Andrew, for being here all week, and thanks for being a bro, man. I'm going to go over to Scott Fitzpatrick. He's going to do a few plugs. And oh, wait a minute. No, you're not yet. Not yet. I'm not, Scott. Hang on a second.
I'm good too.
Scott's got to go. He got pissed. What?
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta.
All right, Scott.
Take care of her.
Bobby Nick will hang on. Bobby Nick will take care of you, buddy. Thanks for always helping me out, Scott Fitzpatrick. Go do what you gotta do, buddy. I'll see you, man. Bobby Nick's going to all the plugs that Bobby Nick does are mostly take care of Scott Fitzpatrick too. But I will remind you of Angry Iguana 112. It's where he's putting all his low-cal stuff. What else you got, Andrew?
Subscribe to also the Bobby Nick Show, because he is the best music show in the game. I love watching that show.
He's going to do your plugs too, there's Bobby Nick.
Yeah.
So far, he's done a lounge one, but that's no problem getting a great endorsement out of Andrew. And Bobby Nick is going to double down on some of this information, buddy. So Bobby Nick, he just coming off a no filter last night. Thank you for joining me every day here on the Vibe. Where are you going to be? It's Friday night, buddy. Where are you going to be all weekend long?
Well, I mean, I'm sure you can catch me and Wendy right after this sometime very soon. Like within the next half hour at Bobby Nick 1978. And God knows who else is going to show up for that one too. And then tonight is the Lunatic Lounge at 7 p.m. Eastern. So check that out as well. Then tomorrow I'll be in the lounge. So fuck yeah, like Andrew was saying, go over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show and give me a follow, guys, because for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my show. So check me out there, guys. And oh yeah, there's something happening with JBX tonight too. At JBX is live. I think it happens at 11 p.m. Eastern. Me and a bunch of these knuckleheads are going to get together.
Now, am I mistaken in the fact that I saw you not only do a late night, what was it, early hang, and then another afternoon chill? Like I saw multiple shows with the same title. Like you ended one and then you almost immediately started another. Is that right?
Well, that's kind of how it goes. It goes all right. Afternoon chill.
I thought I was seeing things.
And there's if it's a Lunatic Lounge day, then there's a Lunatic Lounge, and then there's Late Night with Bobby Nick. That's on my channel.
That's the early afternoon chills, second afternoon chill. You never know, but I tell you all the time, folks, and you people in the chat, you know that I'm not even exaggerating one bit. Anytime you pick up your phone or get on your computer, your favorite device, and turn on YouTube, you will see my friend Bobby Nick doing a show. And Andrew's not done yet. Yes, Andrew.
Your watch hours must be through the roof.
What?
Your watch hours must be through the roof.
Oh, yeah, they're pretty good. They're not bad.
They should be, because every minute he's awake, he's on air. He's Bobby Nick. Thank you for being Thank you for being on my show every day that you do, Monday through Friday here at Bobby Nick and Andrew and Scott Fitzpatrick and everybody in the chat family. Let me see. As far as myself, it is Friday. So I'm going to try to have me a little start off of the weekend. I'm going to go to the movies tonight, but I'll see you tomorrow night on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel. That's where we do replayables with my bro, Chris Abels. We drink, smoke, laugh, and joke. We watch a lot of fun videos. You guys come and spin the wheel and get us in all kind of trouble because we got to do whatever the wheel dictates. So join me tomorrow night at 10 p.m. East on the 100 Proof Podcasting channel for replayables with Chris Abels and Shawnee and all the chat family. Hope to see you there, folks. So there you go. That's a whole week of shows, and we're not even done yet because these guys are going to be hanging out immediately following the show, doing stuff Saturday. They're probably doing stuff Sunday. We'll see you all weekend. And if we don't, have a great weekend because, folks, it's not bye. It's just bye for now, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on The Vibe, folks. Have a great weekend, and peace and love. Bye for now.
Bye.
Say it, Andrew.
Bye.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
One, 2, 3, 4. Doom tech, doom tech, doom tech, doom tech.